Woo! What's going on? It's the GRG podcast, and we are going on Delilah HD time.
What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on?
All right.
Tripping.
Anyway,
Always K Mega Time. Don't get it twisted.
stop it.
Always.
Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. Sorry that we are a little bit later than usual, but we were here having discussions, and you know what I'm saying? We wanted to touch on something before we start getting into the introductions and everything. I just wanted to just make this one point. This is Red Dead weekend, first of all, and we will name our winner for Red Dead after the show, towards the end of the show. And so get ready for that. Also, I just wanted to make this point real quick. There's a lot of all this turmoil going on between the whole dealer Kratos situation. I'm not here to going to say who's right, who's wrong. That's not my place. The whole thing of it is with me is that it makes me sad to see all this division amongst all of us because we're gamers. I just don't like the fact that some people make these decisions to make other people look bad, or vice versa. It's really supposed to be all about gaming. I know that we all have disagreements. We have our preferred platforms, but at the end of the day, damn it, don't we all kind of get sick of this type of fuckery? Just because it goes so left. That's the whole thing that I just wanted to address on that. If anybody else wanted to say that, I just think, look, we got to do better as a community. I just think that it's, like I said, I'm not going to say who's right, who's wrong on it. Because I made my peace with the people that I've talked to about the situation, and it's been going around through circles. But all I just got to say is that, look, we just got to do better, man. I mean, can we all just talk about games and just move on from anything else? Anybody else got something to say on that?
Hey, man, I agree with you 100%. Like, honestly, it comes down to why is this such a big deal? Why is everyone busting each other's balls over some stupid shit that doesn't make any difference over anything? Everyone likes what they want to like. Everyone's different. No one has the same taste. Yeah, we all share similar interests, but we're all our own person. We're all going to think for ourselves. When it gets to the point of going so far left that things start happening or whatever, there's an issue. And sometimes it's that person. They're taking it to a level that it doesn't need to go to. We're just talking about games. We're just talking about our hobbies. We're not talking life or death situations that it gets to the point of this extreme unnecessary point. Look, if it gets to that point, you need to step back and evaluate what the hell you're doing, because you're doing something wrong if it's going there. Just keep it gaming. It doesn't matter whether you play PC, you play Xbox, you play PlayStation, you play Nintendo. I don't care. Enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let anyone tell you what to do and what you can't do. If you have someone who thinks differently, share your passions together. Everyone likes different things. We're not all going to like the same shit, but we're spreading the enjoyment of what we have together. It doesn't matter where our backgrounds come from. The fact that these kinds of things are happening, it blows my mind that it's this bad. Like, come on, we're gamers. We're all nerds. We all come from different walks of life. This is the one thing that we can all share together. Why can't we let that be what it is? Why do we have to make more division amongst our already small subculture?
The only thing I want to say is, if you act like a troll, expect to get treated like a troll. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. And so that, I mean, this is the whole thing of there was one point that was brought to me was about, look, that Kratos has done, and he's brought people plenty of Xboxes that couldn't afford one, and PlayStations. And the one thing that I just said back is like, look, I talked to Kratos pretty much almost every day in the DMs, except until here recently. But and when it's talking about something that's serious, he's a solid dude. He's a businessman. He does his shit. You know what I'm saying? Family man. He does his thing. You know what I'm saying? I know Dealer's cool. He's been on the show a couple of times. I've been on his show a couple of times. We've had interactions. I like Dealer. But the thing of it is that regardless on both sides, it doesn't matter how much you've done to the community, because it's just like if somebody was hungry and you gave somebody food, then just a couple of hours later, you disrespect them because they were hungry. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of defeats the whole purpose. It is what it is. I know it's trolls. I know it's people out here. I know there's sensitivity and all this other bullshit. But like I said, we got to do better. So I'm done with it. Let's get on to the introductions. We are doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? We're going straight to our matriarchs because the other matriarch is out there at TwitchCon. What's going on with you, Delilah HD?
Man, I'm chilling. Enjoying these games. I've been playing a little bit of everything. Some Hollow Knight. Been playing some Odyssey. Finally got up on that game. My husband been bugging me about it. And last but definitely not least, Red Dead 2. Man, it's awesome right now. It's awesome right now. I ain't gonna even front. It's great.
Okay. You ain't go front?
I ain't gonna front. It's
Okay.
great. It's great. Great time to be a gamer right now.
Is it okay?
Regardless of platform, it's just a great time.
All right. Next, we go to one person that was giving us his insight, Bloody Knuckles. What's going on with you, bro?
Not much, man. Just, gaming. I was probably one of the first people to be waiting. As soon as I got off work yesterday, I was at the store waiting to pick up Red Dead at 9 o'clock because I'm just like, I'm going to play this all night. I don't care how much little sleep I get and regret it tomorrow. It's going to be worth it. And my God, is the game beautiful. And I'm glad Delilah said she's finally playing Odyssey because seriously, Ubisoft and their team on Assassin's Creed now have been killing it. I love Odyssey so much. Like, Alexios as an asshole is the funniest thing ever because literally it's just fuck you to everyone and it's fun. But
okay. I know everybody enjoys the female. I only just
everyone loves Cassandra.
Yeah, and it looks like what I was seeing when she was over there cutting. She was mutilating men from behind. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to play with that. But anyway, so
I mean, the dude is just as bad. Like one of the assassinations, you go behind the dude and straight sweep their legs, and they're like bent over, legs over their head, and you stab them straight down the back of their spine.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for that insight. I appreciate it. I'll stay away from that. Anyway. Now moving on to this bum. You know what? Last night, this dude, he don't beat me in too many things, but he beat me pretty good in NBA 2K19 last night. He was talking some mad shit, so I just had to cut him off. I don't even want to hear no more. So what's going on with you, 100? I gave you some props today.
It's about time. I told you I was going to break the matrix.
That shit you was doing.
I may make it get off the mic. I ain't say nothing.
I was like, you was talking trash. I just said, I'm gone. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Anyway, what's up with you, bro?
This is upset. What's up with everybody, man? It's Friday night. Let's get right. And let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it. Our boy, guy that was coming through, little under the weather, you know what I'm saying? But showing that dedication to the fam, to the GRG fam, man. What's going on with you, 108 Dragons?
Life is good, baby. Yeah, I didn't even know I was coming to this podcast, putting up videos, and got goddamn pneumonia. But you know what? We in these gaming streets. We about to drop these hot topics on you because we love what we do. No hating, no weirdo shit. None of this stuff. Just gaming, baby. This is what we do. Welcome to GRG Podcast.
Oh, let's go. Facts. Then right now, last but not least, man, we got our boy Triple Cup Chuck, man. He is up, man. What's going on with you, fam?
Man, what's good with you? What's good with everybody on the panel, everybody in the live chat? I see you, man. It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. Let's bring this smoke. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So, all right, man. Like I said, Lady Infamous, she's out here doing her thing. Kaleidoscope is working. Live, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's probably in an argument with Porter Rock somewhere because I saw him arguing on Twitter.
My God.
Today. It was hilarious.
Always arguing.
Yeah, always arguing on Twitter, man. But anyway, let's get to it. The first topic, man. And you know what? I was gonna do the Metro thing first, but since we were just talking about it, Delilah, this whole Banjo-Kazooie thing, man. Give us a little bit of that information that you received.
Well, first of all, like I have been hearing about it through other people because they say, "Oh, did you hear today? You know that Rare renewed the trademark on Banjo." Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, let me check Reset Era. Let me check all these other places because I know it's always there first for whatever reason. And so I'm like, okay, let me look myself. And so I pulled up the trademark docs. And sure enough, they renewed the they renewed the Banjo-Kazooie trademark this year and as early as like this month. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what this means. I mean, possibly it can be an announcement of XO, but I mean, hey, it could be cool.
It could be cool. And big shout out to Delilah HD, the imposter, because I know the original HD wasn't going to be paying it off. She must have got paid today. She got a fat check. Today. She over here spent some big money to the group, man. That's all right, man. Thank you for the support, as always. Because it goes it stays with YouTube mostly, and then it eventually, when it does leak out, I can send it out and I can buy games with it. So, thank you. Thank you very much. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, you just think that it's I mean, so you think
I don't
EXO
know what it
eventually-
is, to be real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because
Okay.
it could be. 'Cause you remember when they released Rare Replay? They renewed all their trademarks at that time.
They did.
So I don't know what this could be. I don't know if this could be a new game. I don't know if this could be like some sort of mobile game, or if this could be Banjo Kazooie and Smash. Like, I don't know what this could be. But hey, it's. I mean, EXO is right around the corner. We got like what, 2 weeks, something like that. 2 weeks from 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. It's the 10th, so that's a little over 2 weeks until EXO. So I don't know. The leaks gonna start coming. You know, floodgates gonna start coming down pretty soon. And I think some things are already leaking. So, but go ahead. I know that Blood is trying to say something. You know,
Yeah,
Encyclopedia Britannica.
no, what I actually I'm not gonna say much on this is the fact of I was looking at the stuff that you posted on the renewal, so definitely gonna see something coming. As for the leaks, I'm gonna say that we aren't gonna see as many as we think we will, and I only say that because
I agree with that.
I only say that because over the past at least 2, maybe 3 years, Microsoft has definitely tightened up on their leaks. There's not a lot of leaks coming directly from them about their shows anymore.
Well, it's hard to hide a trademark renewal.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
it's hard to definitely do something like that. But outside of that, the leaks and what they do in the show completely hidden up until the very last minute. Like there's almost no like spillage, and that's because they tightened up.
They tightened the plug. They killed the plug. They found the plug and
exactly. They got that they got that hush hush going on now. So when it comes to trademark stuff, this is stuff that's public that gets filed through a company. Now, I mean, this is going to be something. If there's people who are dedicated through looking through trademark renewals to just see. Hell, this trademark could lead to an announcement, or it could lead to, hey, they're just renewing the license to say, hey, we're keeping the trademark and the IP.
Well,
still
if
may
that's
not
the
be doing
case, why
anything.
didn't they renew like the other ones, like Jet Force Gemini or Cameo, or they got a war chest of like IP.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they had to have renewed those because
I look at it like they specifically renewed Banjo. Like specifically, so I look at it a little bit different than maybe you looking at it. So
yeah, and that's definitely something to take into consideration as well. But you also got to think that they did have to renew the license for those other games to a certain extent, because remember that's how they were all able to be re-released within the Rare Replay back in 2015. So they still have a limited use on those trademarks, but it's just with this one, it's different than when they filed it back then.
And what about the other leak, the one on Twitter with the guy who worked for Rare, and he did the Banjo 3E on
I'm pretty sure if that's legitimate because of the fact that they're just probably trying to build buzz because they know people are gonna lose their collective shit if it is true. And to be fair, I'm gonna say this now. Microsoft and Xbox's Twitter and social media has been nonstop legendary status with the way that they've been interacting and how they've been doing things across all their social media, from their actual executives to people and heads of studios or developers, as well as their official Xbox and other Twitters. Like, they have been on point when it comes to social media. So if you start seeing stuff like that, it has to lead to something. I will say that.
Okay, now you just said you was gonna talk a little bit on it.
I know.
that was.
I mean,
she replied and brought up other points, so I would be rude to not answer.
Yeah, you squeezed the juice out the lemon. All right, it's all good. It's all good.
Y'all some mean.
I'm just saying. We love you, man. That's
I know.
You youngest, and so you know you go get this work. That's just what it is.
Talking that much, you know he's not on Twitter.
You damn right. Anyway,
go back to your hospital bed, son. Go take your drugs.
So what do you think, Lemon? I mean, is there any? Do you think that there's any relevance to this? Are you a Banjo-Kazooie fan? Also, somebody in the chat, ABA Cab 72. What's up, bro? Ain't seen you in a while. He's also said that the Perfect Dark was renewed a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. So what do you think, 108?
Well, you know, I don't know how to take some of these things, because sometimes they just don't want to lose the rights to the game, so they renew it. You don't know if it's time to renew it. You don't know if it's up at the time. But I'm a Banjo-Kazooie fan. Nuts and Bolts was a little bit different than what we expected. That was basically the last one. But I hope it's something good. You know what I'm saying? You really can't go out there and put yourself out there and say it's definitely or but I would hope it's something because that's a series, like Conquer. I want to see it come back. That's a classic situation, man.
Right, it is.
That
It is.
nostalgia.
That nostalgia. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
That's
What about you, 100? Are you even caring about Banjo-Kazooie?
No, I got them. Through where replay, I tried to play it. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying. I got them, but it's just not the first thing to go.
You don't have to. Why are you stuttering?
Because people won't get mad. That's
Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying anything.
Trust me. The light is saying in the back of your head, he full of shit.
Maybe, but I'm not. I mean, come on now. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. I'm gonna do it this way. I haven't gave it the time.
Okay, but look, you entitled to your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I did say it under my breath, but
are you a fan of the old ones?
I ain't played no old ones. I never played Banjo like that.
So he's got that live wire in him. He don't give a damn.
Let's move on to Chuck.
Oh no, Chuck done killed him. He's changing life.
So what's up, Chuck? Are you a fan of Banjo-Kazooie? I mean, what does this news get you a little bit excited? What's going on with this?
I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of Banjo-Kazooie. I was more of a Mario type of person. Yeah, y'all heard me pronounce it correctly. I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Mario.
Got it right that time.
Yeah, there you go. But look, I was more of that type of person, but I would like just for the implementations that they could add with having Banjo to renewing. I mean, think about it. That's a property you would not want to let go because that name by itself, somebody else could try to get it. Some of those other games, you could kind of like just let them sit there. You ain't got to really worry about nobody taking those titles. But the ones you know what I'm saying, really got to make sure you really take care of. Banjo is one of them. And right now, it would be a good time to put Banjo back out there. And Nintendo could actually benefit from Banjo and Xbox by putting them on the Nintendo platform because they got a Smash Brothers coming out. They already, tying the knot when they showing, about how friends play together and stuff like that. So Nintendo and Xbox, by them having a good relationship, that actually is actually a real good thing for people that play Xbox because that's a connection with Japan. So now you put Banjo over there with Nintendo, let Nintendo have them with Smash. People seeing that that's a Xbox character. Don't put no like Master Chief or put a Cuphead or something like that with them. So give them two characters. Give them a Cuphead, let them get Banjo. And then think about it in the future, come out with your own Banjo game or what I always say, like a Cuphead cart type game and have Banjo in there and stuff like that. You just keep it, simple and just keep it fun for the, the casual gamers and the young kids that just coming into gaming, the gateway game. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you just keep it like that. And if they announce a Banjo at XO, that'll be pretty cool. I mean, I ain't really got nothing bad to say about it, but you know what I'm saying? I just know that it could actually help us. So more kudos to them. I'm not a hater.
All right, nobody ain't saying you are, bro. I totally agree. I mean, let me just be real about it. I've never played Banjo. I said Banjo. I never played it. Never. I got Rare Replay.
It kind of remind you of Mario 64.
Yep, that's why I took a lot of elements from it.
I was not a Mario 64 fan. I mean, I said Mario. I was not. I can't talk today. I was not a Nintendo 64 fan. I just wasn't.
Yeah,
Mario 64, all that. Like, I really skipped out on a lot of those games back then because I was such a hardcore Sega guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Or I should say kid at that time. So it was just like I was all about Sega. So anything that was Nintendo 64, I completely stayed away from. Now, I did play on the Nintendo 64. I even own a Nintendo 64. It's in my closet. But it's just that I just wasn't something that tickled my fancy. I'd rather played other games that I loved Extreme G, G-Force, and Metroid, stuff like that. I like that, but I wasn't Banjo-Kazooie, man. Sorry to say that.
Yeah, like the 64 controller.
Huh? That's what turned me off with it was control. Because when you play with a Sega and then you jump onto that contraption, it was not only ugly, it was different colors. It was purple, yellow, green, gray. I'm like, what is this?
To be fair, I mean, if you go back now and try and use the N64 controller, you're like, how the fuck did I use this when I was younger?
For GoldenEye. Facts.
Nah.
I think about it. That controller was revolutionary, though. That controller was the most revolutionary.
You got two left hands.
Yes, that's the where I got the most play off of Nintendo 64. But that's when I was an adult because I bought one just as for the nostalgia, and then I played because that at that time was my favorite shooter because I wasn't into shooters, and that was 007, and you had 4-player co-op, and I was all about the couch co-op back then. So that was the game that I was getting a lot of run with. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, it just wasn't. I was the guy that was that like you would think about the people that talks now. It's like Nintendo is so kiddie. I don't want to do this and all that. But now it's just kind of changed now. Like so now I'm kind of interested. I got to see what it looks like, man. I just got to see how it plays, how it looks like, and then I'll see what's going on. Man, I do think that this is going to be talked about at XO though. I really do. What was you gonna say, Chuck?
No, I was saying you better Game Pass that shit. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft come out with it. That's where it's going to go.
Yeah, already.
That might be the first game that
is coming.
Yeah, that'll be probably the first game that's an Xbox exclusive that I just go ahead and I was gonna say red box that I'm gonna Game Pass because
hey, I gotta throw a jab back at you though because I don't think you heard me when I said this.
What'd you say?
Nintendo 64 had the most innovative controller of all times. Over the Xbox, over the PlayStation, over the Sega, yes, over the Sega as well. The 64 controller was the most innovative, and I put a stamp on that one.
Okay, Cup, you been smoking? You been smoking today?
I mean, the only thing that was innovative about it was
that boomerang wasn't innovative.
Look, the only thing innovative about the N64 controller is that it gave kids arthritis at a young age.
And you know, we ain't got time to break it down, but I'm gonna let y'all round with this here because it's not on our topic. So
let me see if 100 is on what I'm on.
Controller versus controller. I put the Nintendo 64 controller against any other controller.
You had that boomerang.
I'm gonna tell you something. The most innovative controller of our time,
Dreamcast,
from Sega. With Knights, the first analog stick. Facts.
Man,
we still using it today. Facts.
Yeah, Knights was dope. Knights was dope.
No, I'm talking about the controller. It was the first analog. Remember, GoldenEye had the stick, but that was not analog. That was digital.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the game Knights.
No, hey, that was analog.
The game Knights came out with that controller.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm talking about the controller.
Yeah,
had the first analog to
what was the first controller with a rumble pad?
N64.
N64.
All right, what was the controller with the first trigger?
N64.
N64.
All right, you might say that that wasn't an analog stick, but it was, you know what I'm saying, pretty much.
No, they was in the right direction, but it was not an analog stick. What was the first 6-button controller?
Sega.
Yeah.
There's no the same.
But I mean, 6-button controller with analog and everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, you have to give. I agree with Chuck. Like that controller, it's hideous. It looks like something that came from the swamp.
Frankenstein. Yeah, it was.
But it had some innovation because a lot of stuff that we like about the Xbox controller, it's got tad bits of stuff from that big. Like something from
that game was good for playing Mario Kart and wrestling.
The only controller I never understood that people go crazy over is the GameCube controller. That shit was garbage.
Yeah, that shit.
I can say that.
I like the GameCube controller. The one big button in the middle, 64 controller. The 3 oval, a half quarter circle.
The kitty that was
crazy. And people
got a good point in the Dreamcast controller.
We can all hate on the GameCube controller. Yet that is still the most purchased and most asked for accessory for Nintendo because everyone finds that to be the best controller.
But it's not.
Special controller for Smash Brothers.
They want it for Smash.
Yeah.
Every generation there's a Smash on the Nintendo system,
and
so
they always make a brand new adapter for that game every time.
Right, but that controller sucks. That's
Play
just
Madden on
smash
there.
people, right?
I almost had an aneurysm.
Oh yeah, I probably got early
Play another
arthritis
game,
from playing
Look,
the
man.
Def Jam Fight for
look,
New York.
all I
on
know
the
is
NPD.
that
Oh,
I
God.
play Smash all the time at work because we always have a Smash tournament.
So that means
Everyone
you're a
uses game
Smash
cards.
guy, right? You're a
I am
Smash
a
guy.
Smash. Yeah.
That means you like that controller. Next subject.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm the only one who uses the Pro controller. Everyone else uses the GameCube controller.
I use the Pro controller on every.
People in the chat, give me a 1 if you love the Nintendo 64 controller, and give me a 2 if you don't. All right, so that's how we'll fix that right there.
Let's go.
Let the people decide. Let the people decide.
Hey,
So
Jay did got a good point. He said the Dreamcast.
All right, so I do want to touch on this really quick because I found this funny, and this was the creator from Metro throwing some shade at the author of The Witcher. He basically was just, it's kind of funny because he was just basically just saying, hey, look, he's an old man. He was he's stupid for doing this, for trying to go for this lawsuit, especially now when Netflix is wanting to do a Witcher series, and really Netflix doesn't really like to have any type of controversy. But the only reason why he's even trying to get money is because his wife is bitching at him every evening. Like, it's crazy how this dude's Russian. That's from that's creator of
they holding their tongue now.
No, he ain't holding his tongue at all. He's just letting it. Matter of fact, he has a video interview while he's clowning, right? Like, he's just saying, like, look, he's an old guy. He's past his prime. You know what I'm saying? He was stupid because, look, he said, they made a lot of money. And he says, you trying to ask for $16 million when you sold the company, I forgot how much he sold.
It was $10,000.
Yeah,
$10,000.
$10,000, right. And Swedish money, which I don't think that, I don't know how much $10,000 into Swedish money, but regardless, and now you see what The Witcher is doing right now. Yeah, you kind of would feel stupid. But again, what do you guys think about this shade? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, The Witcher is arguably one of the best series, one of the best franchises, especially for this generation. And Metro it's been getting critically acclaimed, but it hasn't sold very well. This new one looks really epic, but who knows if this game is going to sell well at all? I mean, what do you think about this dude's shade? Anybody?
Oh, actually,
hold on, Knuckles.
Okay.
I need you to breathe.
Yeah.
I did breathe. Oh man, whatever.
Go ahead. Go ahead. 108. Go ahead. 108.
I don't care what another developer says about another game, because first of all, The Witcher is a classic, and it's not even from this generation. It's from last generation.
Yeah.
To clarify, he's talking about the author of the Metro books talking shit about the author of the Witcher books.
Right. So it's like The Witcher has sold over 33 million copies. I love Metro. That's a hardcore crowd. That's a very low selling game. Nobody really talks about them books. It's a Russian situation. They kept it in-house for a very long time before they decided to even make a game. Sometimes people are just toxic because that dude from The Witcher didn't do nothing to him. Why would you just point that out? Because he's had 2 generations of success? And trust me, I'm a Metro fan. And I always say, if you're a gamer and you talk crap, how many people has even beat both of those games? Not many.
I have.
You're hardcore, but I'm just saying, like, I just think sometimes people need to fall back, better your craft, and stop pointing at everybody else. Just better your own craft, because I think that's nonsense what he's saying. Doesn't even warrant anything. Where did this even come from him? For him to just come at the guy from The Witcher? Where?
Yeah.
What's the motivation?
That's
from somebody else is the motivation.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's actually what I was going to clarify for you before you start talking. 108 is that it was actually during an interview, and the interviewer actually asked him how he felt. And he was throwing shade, but he wasn't really throwing shade. It's because he was talking about how he made a mistake with how he treated the series, and that he's mad and upset because of the fact that he knows he fucked up. But at the same time, at the end of the interview, he mentioned that he feels bad because the guy is an older gentleman.
He called him. Whoa, hold on. Don't now.
He called him a fool.
He called him an arrogant, ungrateful old fart. Now,
Yes.
I mean, like
That sounds
But-
disrespectful.
that sounds disrespectful. That's true.
At the end of the interview, because I listened and watched the whole thing because I was interested in that, is that he did say that he feels bad for him because of the fact that part of it is the Witcher's wife was kind of hounding him, as well as the fact that he's an older man. You know, he's in his later years.
I just said that. Why are you repeating? Why are you repeating?
The money could have been used for him.
I got one question.
What?
Are you talking about he's talking about the man that wrote the Witcher,
books? Yes,
or
the man
game character.
No, he's talking about the author of the books. He said that's the reason why he's going after this lawsuit for 16 million. Is that one was his wife was kind of
author.
Yeah, the author is going after CD Projekt for 16 mil. That's why he was saying that it was partly because of his arrogance from the get-go that he lost out on all this, and that's why he threw the shade. But he also says he understands why, and that he's just upset because he fucked up his chance to actually get something to rest on.
Somebody got a sore ass,
right? Yeah. That's what he's saying.
Sound like to me.
So, Triple Cup, what is your thoughts about this, man? I mean, like, is this? I mean, do you consider this shade, or is this like just tough love?
Tough love.
From my perspective, it looked just more like a person that just speaks what's on his mind more or less than anything. And sometimes, some people, especially if they ain't from the States, they don't sugarcoat words like how we sugarcoat our words, and we'll make a different word that mean the same thing just to keep from sounding as harsh. And he probably was just speaking his mind because that's probably how they used to talking. So to him, it wasn't nothing terrible because he wasn't really saying nothing that bad about him. But you might see somebody, or we'll call, see somebody old, you might be like, "Oh man, shut up, your old fart." He probably laugh about it or whatever. He said, probably young whippersnapper, probably still smell like pamper piss, something like that.
What? I mean, that's for somebody you talk to that's cool. This dude, I don't think that they like tight like that.
Well, they have talked before, and they have.
That's how he know about all that stuff with his wife, because he knows some inside about the dude.
Because they are associates and they have been around.
I don't think it's nothing. I don't think it's nothing that's just truly hurtful or that they really trying to go at each other's throat. I just think he was just trying to make a point, and then by him making his point, the way it just came across to a lot of people that they just took it in a defensive fashion. That's all.
Also, remember that the author is Russian. They only believe in tough love. They don't sugarcoat shit. Just saying.
See, I was saying he probably he talks
straight. Right though. Sounds like a big bank take little bank to me.
Mm-hmm.
So what
big bank take little bank.
It's one of those things where you just think that it's just he throwing a little shade, or is it just more like maybe Chuck is talking about and Knuckles is saying like it's a little bit of tough love.
Yeah, that's like, what's the difference between a janitor and a custodian?
Nothing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Some people like me, I might just say janitor. They say, oh, that little boy, he retarded.
Well, I said the Lala HD, but I guess.
Oh, my bad. I ain't hear that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really got much to say on it. You guys are kind of talking in circles, saying the same thing over and over, about the same article. And I kind of agree with Chuck on this one, though, that these people probably just, with him being Russian, like you said, they don't sugarcoat nothing. He's saying how you feel about the dude, and it is what it is. And he's like, man, dude, just salty because he missed out on it, on the success. So
yeah, it sounds like his wife is more salty about it. So all right,
probably you know how it is. I'm a wife. Sometimes you egg your husband to do stuff that you want. You know what I'm saying? So this probably she's like, man, you need to be suing these people. There's some of your ideas in this book. Like, you don't know what she could be egging him to do. And, he probably just, nod and trying to make her happy. You never know.
Well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I mean, to me, it's more like, hey, he thought he did the smart thing because he's, like he said, he's an older guy. He probably didn't think video games was not going to be as huge as it was. And he just probably thought it was going to be some kind of game that was going to be on Nintendo and not be the phenomenon that it was on PC.
Right.
And so, yeah, I can see that. And it probably could have been his wife that nagged him and saying, hey, look, you need to get the money up front because you don't know what you might lose money if you wait. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right. I'm just going to skip 100 because he ain't going to say nothing positive about it. He's just going to talk. I see live wires.
Like stupid topic. Keep it moving. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I know.
That's all he's going to say.
That's exactly what he's going to say. Or he would have interjected already. Hold on, let me say, wait a minute, hold on. All right, so let's get on to this. Let's get to this Spider-Man news. I know that the people that's loving the NPDs and that's all interested into numbers, they're going to find out. And if you are a Spider-Man fan, I have not yet got to play the game yet, but
What?
I didn't play Spider-Man. I
Can
told
I
you.
mute his mic, please?
Black Friday. Black Friday, or
Black Friday, man.
or
So
if
you
I
can play a
get,
game. Black Friday.
I'm told that I'm going to get the hookup, but I don't know. You never know. So if I do, I'll get it on Black Friday. Wait for that sale, man. It's too many hot games right now. So anyway, so NPDs, Spider-Man broke all types of records. It sold like 3.3 million in a couple of days, and
it broke records for Sony.
It broke NPD records though, and it was the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive of all time. It was, this launch month with sales were 37% higher than any other Spider-Man game launch ever with all the months combined. You know what I'm saying? It says it's just a phenomenon. And so basically, I'm just going to go to you, 100. I know that you haven't played Spider-Man either, but what does this mean about, these Marvel games, and especially what Sony did? Was it, of course it was the right move for make it exclusive, but what does this mean to you?
Nothing.
Okay. That's why I went to it first. I'm wanting to get straight to it.
Over that straight alley oop.
I don't care. I don't care for no, that stuff is. We had that talk the other night. That is NPD. I want to hear from Insomniac. I want to hear from Sony saying what, usually Sony pops up and we got 3 million sold or 10 million sold, and it was a success. Been quiet over there in Spider-Man land, especially since Red Dead came out.
We'll talk about that.
But NPD is not the end all like Metacritic ain't. I can't put all my eggs in that basket. And that's all I gotta say
NPD
about
just
that.
America.
But we also know that the game is done very, very well. It's broke records, so I mean, it should be praised.
I mean, but I think it's if that's Spider-Man, that just like if it's any superhero game, it's going to do it. That just like a Star Wars game, Battlefront. People, the characters is going to buy it, and it's a collector's item. They're just going to buy it.
Especially how superheroes is right now, huh?
Yeah. So Spider-Man, what you got him in? He's in It's got in Homecoming. He was in the last Infinity War and stuff like that. He's
popular. Yeah, he's a popular character.
Yeah, and
he's always been popular.
Yeah, this game made
popular.
Then you got to understand if you go. What was that? What you went to Comic-Con?
Yeah, they're a gang.
Yeah,
Spider-Man is a gang. I'm convinced. There's more Spider-Mans in the world than anything.
So basically, it revenued 198 million. That was more than what the Homecoming box office made. You know what I'm saying for the first week. Well, I'm saying from that first week or whatever. But it's I'm reading.
No, that's great. But that's not like Halo or Call of Duty numbers or Destiny.
Well, also think
for the opening week for a Spider-Man movie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But 198 million, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty impressive.
But that's impressive. But I also got to think about the variance in cost, the fact of what they actually take away from movie ticket sales compared to what they get from game sales. Because we can equate to a game sale being about what, $30 or so that they would have, that they actually get back, whereas ticket sales they get at most $7 to $8, because the other $5 to $10 is what goes to the theater as well as paying for that time slot. So that means there was a significant amount more movie sales compared to the game sales. So that's something else to also account for. But it's not knocking what they did. But I'm just saying that if you're going to look at it that way, you also have to take that into accountability. But 3 million is no joke for that game over what, the first month or so?
First week.
Yeah.
First couple of days, yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, like I said, after the success of Homecoming in the MCU, because I said this for months, that Spider-Man was going to do big numbers because Spider-Man is a household name. Any other superhero or game is not going to do or have the notoriety that Spider-Man did. That's just being upfront, straight up.
Yeah, and it also said that it's Spider-Man sales currently puts it in the third highest selling game of 2018. So Livewire, I see that you're in here, man. What do you think about this accomplishment for Spider-Man? Okay,
Spider-Man.
here we go.
It did well.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it. What else can we say about it? It's nothing special. It's Spider-Man. That's what Spider-Man does.
Golly,
Well,
show me your enthusiasm. Give me some more enthusiasm. You can't come on this show and be just sounding like you dead, like you just got shot in your ass, man. Come on, man.
It's not like you want me to act amped up like, yo, listen, man. I ain't never thought Spider-Man ever would have made the amount of money he did. You
That's
don't
what
understand.
That's what I want.
I was shocked. No, I was taken back 100-fold. I saw the numbers and I fell out my chair onto the floor and then jumped out the window. Like, no, man, it's Spider-Man. Like, what is that?
Okay, all right. At least that's a better enthusiasm. You came in here
like, when I saw Spider-Man out one NPD over 2K, I wasn't like, oh my god, how does Spider-Man win NPD over 2K? I can't believe it. And then I thought to myself, ain't everybody buying 2K day one? Because we know a lot of people that play 2K that ain't buy NBA 19 yet. Shoot, Lemonade buy NBA 2K 19. That nigga loves some NBA 2K 19
situation. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Like, you gotta look at it. Right now,
not everybody buys it day one.
I look at it like this. We're in gaming season. Like, it's so many games that done drop in regards to 2K. To me, that's on the bottom of the totem. When you got Call of Duty, Spider-Man.
Well, really not for me, Delilah. I don't buy NBA 2Ks in the beginning because their network is so terrible. I don't want to be frustrated and just not play the game no more. So I'll wait till they fix it.
Well, that's the other.
You're playing the worst version of NBA. The NBA.
Why do you
2K
care?
series.
You can't beat me. Why do you care?
I have beat you, but regardless, you're paying the worst. It don't matter. I did, but you said I can't beat you, and I did. Regardless, this is the thing. You're playing the worst version of NBA 2K that has been out in years. Of 2018, but yet you still stay on 18 and don't want to give 19, which we've all been said. Live said it, 100 said it, I've said it. Anybody else that I've talked to that I play with, they've said it. It's a lot better, but you still want to knock it, but you want to stay at the worst 2K that came out in
what
about a decade.
You want me to buy it right now and beat your ass? Live?
Yeah, buy it right now and get your ass, and we can put it on.
If I beat you, I got to host next week's GRG. Facts.
Well, you can. I don't care. You don't bother me.
You're like, man, you can do that for free.
That's what gamers do. Challenge each other with games. No hate, just gaming.
That just make it a friendly bet. That's all it is.
Friendly bet. But anyway, so Chuck,
with a little spice in it.
Yeah, put a little spice in it. So Chuck, I know that you I know to the Spider-Man and you into things of that nature, that ilk. So what do you think about this whole Spider-Man success, man? I mean, it has broke records and it's doing very, very well. Best-selling Spider-Man of all time. What do you think?
Right. Man, you ain't got to prep me up like 100 and live wire. You know, I already know they completely opposite. But me personally, what I say is Xbox, y'all need to take notes. Y'all really need to take notes. Think about it. Spider-Man PS4, see how this game sold? Man, think about it. They promoted the shit out this game. I mean, just think about it. If y'all would have taken some of y'all quantum breaks and promoted it like they promoted Spider-Man, y'all probably been hitting these same type of numbers. And don't get me wrong, Spider-Man, it have a lot of things going for the perfect time, like how Black Panther did. They came out in February, did Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? They knew what they was doing. It came out at the perfect time. Same thing with Spider-Man. They know what they're doing right now. Spider-Man, like Bloody was saying, Spider-Man Homecoming, that's hot. Spider-Man is on everybody's mind right now. Actually, Marvel is on everybody's mind right now. So them coming out with a Spider-Man game and they promoting the shit out of it like that. Man, every time you looked around, you seen something about Spider-Man. And that right there make casuals, uncasuals, everybody, they might have had about 4 or 5 different Spider-Mans that came out, but the casual ain't much know it. But this Spider-Man they see everywhere. They say, oh, they got a new Spider-Man coming out. I ain't played Spider-Man since they had that red disc
they
on
advertise
it.
They advertise that game like crazy.
Right.
I saw it everywhere.
So Xbox take notes.
Commercials.
Man, on YouTube, I see it on YouTube.
I don't got you. Oh, well, I got
When
YouTube.
I'm on Hulu, like they
I don't watch
advertise
it.
everywhere. When I was watching the NFL game, they had it on there.
Yeah, and it
I
was
always agree with
I
Trick
walk
and
away.
Chuck.
You know,
I'm
when I
about
like
to
commercials, so I go.
You talking about someone who watch commercials?
I
Don't
don't
nobody
watch
intentionally watch. Don't nobody intentionally watch commercials, bro. Nobody.
I put this way.
I'm just letting you know that now.
I
Don't
watch
nobody intentionally
NFL.
watch.
I know my Raiders is
only
dope.
the Super Bowl.
SHI blank T. I was saying, but when they go to commercial, I'm going to go get me I'm going somewhere. I throw it on another
What?
channel. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm just saying that's just me and my
Just
people.
point out the fact that I saw the advertising. I would like to see more advertising. I agree with Chuck. I like to see more advertising from Microsoft. They don't put all their chips on into all their games. Only you advertise some of their games instead of, they only advertise the big ones instead of the ones that really need the help or ones that need
Yeah,
the
they don't know how to
variety.
So you said YouTube, right? You saw it on YouTube, right?
I saw
Every
it.
day.
You
saw it
Every
on
day.
They're
Hulu,
advertising.
How
Yeah.
many
Facebook,
people
I saw
watch
them on
YouTube?
More people watching
Yeah.
YouTube than TV.
TV. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
television.
Microsoft
And
advertises
that's a good
on
point.
YouTube all
Yeah.
day. They give
And-
free stuff to these big ass YouTubers. They need to get some shit
That's
to
right.
free.
Well, it's not just that, but they really have pushed straight into digital marketing because, like they pointed out, is that no one is actively watching TV commercials anymore. Like I said the other day in our group DM, is that I've been using the CW app and catching up on other things, and I see 4 or 5 Xbox commercials every other
Yep.
second. Like they heavily.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's either
No,
Forza
it was about Forza. There was one about Forza. I saw a bunch on Game Pass as well as marketing for all the big sales talking about Fallout 76 and then the Red Dead commercial saying buy a Red Dead on Xbox, get $100 off for the Xbox One X. They had that one
In
commercial.
GameStop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was in a Best Buy ad. But I'm saying
Yeah, they try. Hey, but look, what's interesting about that is we're just now seeing this stuff. Like this was not happening.
No, that happened a week of. She's right.
Right.
That was crazy.
It's not. It wasn't.
It should have been advertised.
They should have been doing this
they should have
last year.
But think about this: they've been advertising Forza for the past few months with every big event that they have and doing everything. I was seeing the trailers 3 weeks before Forza launch, but they definitely need to do bigger and longer before.
No, not with that series.
No, but I'm saying in general.
I'm gonna get into that.
No, but okay. So let me, Delilah, go ahead and finish. Or Chuck, were you finished with your point?
Yeah, it was on
Okay.
Delilah. She was
I saw Delilah.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I just, like I said, I was just kind of piggybacking on Chuck. I want to see more from on the Microsoft side of things. They've been lackluster for a long time in regards to their marketing. And to me, that's saying a lot because of the fact that we know they're big franchises and they always put money into those. So I would like to see them they got the money. Clearly, they got the money. So, yeah, man, step it up.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what? Shout out to how Spider-Man was advertised though, because I mean that Subway or what you call it, the train that they had, that was all over Twitter.
No,
Like,
Delilah. Talk about E3.
Oh
yeah.
Same thing with E3.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. They had like a whole building, side of a building was covered in Spider-Man.
No, don't forget that, but also forget they had the banner. No, they had the banner on the center itself.
Yeah, they had
no. That's usually Call of Duty spot.
Yeah.
It was Spider-Man. That was big.
Like so basically they felt like the money they put in it, so they're gonna get the return. And that's all we seeing. We seeing the residuals of them putting their effort towards the marketing. Because it was everywhere. Everybody knew that game was coming. Shoot, man, come on. And then Insomniac doing the game. I mean, it was enough to sell the game right there. A great developer with a known franchise with the right marketing, it would sell every time.
Right.
So, Delilah, can I ask you a question?
And Halo and Gears do have big promotion. I just wanted to make sure.
Huge, not big, huge.
But
huge.
But I was talking about other games besides Halo, Gears, and Forza. They weren't saying that way, but it came out that way.
Right. No, that's the way you say it though. You say Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Yeah, those I understand. Those get the big promotion. That's understand. But I was talking about like the Quantum Breaks and the other little games.
See, Quantum Break is one of the most, in my opinion, Quantum Break is one of the most underrated games this gen. Like period. Story wise, graphically, gameplay. I mean, you don't play that game like you're like a shooter. You play that game like a superhero.
I can't think of that dude's name. Anything he make has a great story.
But I'm put this way: y'all say Microsoft and advertise out here in LA. Quantum Break was on 2 buildings when you go to LAX.
No. Quantum Break was advertised.
It was advertised.
Where?
It was on 2 buildings in
It
LA.
wasn't advertised like
we talking about
LA, okay.
Stay in LA.
But hang on. But I live in a big
Right.
city. People buy big shit. So when you
Look, I live in Atlanta. I ain't seen nothing on Quantum Break.
it was all
No way.
they had
That's a small market. That's a
This is
small
what I'm
market.
saying.
Tomb Raider.
But listen,
Tomb Raider was on a building.
100.
Tomb Raider was on the straight.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And
So
one thing,
next time I will show you guys that. I'll take a picture and show you guys like okay.
It don't matter. 100. I mean, the game is what 4 years, 4 years old. I mean,
No, I'm talking about even the last Tomb Raider.
But see, I look at it.
It had Xbox on it, like how Sony does it.
But this is the problem I see. This is the problem I see. I see they doing a lot of advertisement. I see it's always out west. I don't ever see nothing on my coast. You know what I mean? Ever.
To be fair, I don't see anything.
It's always out west.
You live in that GA Red Clay.
Depends on the game. Times Square, New York.
I love my GA Red Clay. Don't get it twisted now.
I love my Oklahoma.
All right,
Clay.
all right. Let me get to this point. Triple. I'm not disrespecting what you're saying. What I'm saying is,
that was my dude in the chat was saying it.
Different markets, they advertise different.
Right.
Okay. When I went to Times Square, Cuphead was everywhere. It was on this. I drive a bus for New York City. We get certain advertising on the bus. Cuphead was on every bus in my depot. I'm not saying Quantum Break shouldn't have got that, but Halo, Super Bowl commercials.
Okay, let's take away. Okay, hold on. Let's not talk about Halo, Gears of Forza.
That whole Halo thing.
All I'm getting
the Lock versus Master Chief.
Yeah,
they advertised us too out of that. You swear that game was about.
What I'm saying is
that's what had people pissed off because they thought it was something different.
Exactly.
Right.
No, but it was a throw off. It was because you didn't want your game leaked to tell what it was. So it gave you something that threw you off because they didn't want their game to be leaked, so it had everybody thinking this, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, well,
all the time.
I ain't like that rope-a-dope. I didn't like that.
A lot of
movies do that. Movies do that all the time. Matter of fact, what you call it did that. The last Infinity War. You see
yeah,
you see Hulk in there, but Hulk ain't in there. It's Banner in there with a Hulk suit. They threw everyone off. Right.
You had Hulk running through the forest next to Black Panther.
Yeah,
he was not even in that movie.
Wasn't even in
right.
That's what
this is what I'm saying. I'm not knocking what Triple Cup is saying. For the smaller games, they need to advertise. But Sony ain't advertising these smaller games either. Where's Detroit Become Human?
Oh, they advertised Detroit
a little bit,
but you see that it suffered. Nobody talks about Detroit.
Nobody
except for me. That's the only person that really talks about it.
Nobody's talking about it. I mean, that's the point.
That's the whole point that Chuck is making.
I mean, 108, you answer your own question,
right?
Okay, but it's really not a question. I'm just pointing out he made it an Xbox thing, and it's not.
It is an Xbox thing.
No, hold on. If Sony is not going to make that money, they ain't pushing $100 million in advertisement for that either.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, this is the thing. Chuck is absolutely 100% right. I'm saying I don't even know why there's any damage control about Xbox advertising about that. Look,
you got a money market.
It is.
I know. I don't.
Wow. Where's the
you never let me finish what I was saying, Kim Mega.
I mean, okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is I didn't disagree with him. What I'm saying is it's not a Microsoft thing because there's games that Sony should be advertising big time and they don't. Like me and you love Detroit Becomes Human. They don't talk about that game. That game should be better than some of these games they advertising. Not saying Spider-Man don't deserve it because I'm a Spider-Man retard. That game is phenomenal.
I'm an Xbox person and I love Detroit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying
I haven't played Detroit yet. I can't vouch for this.
As a business standpoint, they're looking at let's push the games that's gonna sell 5 and 6 million. These 1-2 million selling games, they're gonna get some of that budget, but they ain't gonna get that big money budget because Forza's gonna sell, Spider-Man's gonna sell, God of War's gonna sell. You know, those games, Gran Turismo Sport, they pushed Gran Turismo Sport out the window on people.
Did you really? I didn't. They didn't even show it at the conference. They didn't even show. They didn't even show it at on the stage at E3 for 2 years.
But they had a lot of advertisements.
I only seen a few advertisements. I don't know where. I mean, like I said, I guess it's just the demographic.
Sometimes everybody don't advertise.
It's always about demographics. It's
Yeah.
always about that.
I've seen
always
more, but I've seen more of Drive Club than I've seen of GT.
Yeah, I've seen Drive Club.
Look, hold on,
What
see,
I'm saying is, you
to me,
can't
it's hold on, wait, Lemon.
Okay,
Hold
my
on,
bad.
wait. This is the thing. This is the problem right here as well, is because when you say that there's just it's because of the demographic, because your cities are bigger. When I'm watching syndicated shows, that don't have no bearing, because they're still going to show. They're still going to pay for that time slot if I'm watching the sports event.
That's not true, Megan. Because it's some advertisement I get that you don't get. We've been watching this same show at the same time. It's some advertisement that I get that you don't get because I'm on the West and you in the Midwest, and then Lemon might get some from the East Coast. Delilah might get some from the South. All of them don't do the same. It's up to your.
That's for certain things. But if you pay for a time slot to show it, just like no different for like a Super Bowl ad or what, if they're paying a big ad for something, if it's going to be, and I've seen
like a
this,
national,
if it's a national show, I'm not talking about a TV show. I'm talking about a sports event.
Matter of fact, right? Football game, right? I don't get the same commercials that you get all the time.
Not all of them, no.
Sometimes
you get the same ones here and there, but not all of them. Now,
I hope nobody don't get mad, but sometimes I got to pirate my Laker games because they don't give this on your own Spectrum. So I'm watching, and then I can see it's a national televised link, and then they'll switch to something else.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? At the end of the day, Triple Cup is right. Microsoft needs to do better, but it's not just a Microsoft problem. Because if they don't think they're going to make some money, like PUBG is a goddamn indie game. That game was everywhere. So was Cuphead. That game was everywhere. It's not about being $100 and $250 million game. They think they're going to make money. They're going to put it out there.
That's true.
I can hear that. I'm just saying. I'm not disagreeing with Chuck.
And that's what Chuck was saying. Xbox. It's like, take notes, because if you want a game to get looked at, you're gonna have to advertise.
That's what I was saying.
Have to push it. You can't just depend on YouTubers to get out there and get the word out.
No question.
You're gonna have to advertise it.
That's another thing. Let me put this out there.
Was on fire.
Guys, do you guys get something from watching influencers open up Xbox products? I don't get nothing.
I don't even watch them. I just get mad because I didn't get them.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why I don't understand why that's a marketing thing. Like, why?
But I guess
influencers.
I guess they look at their viewer count.
Just because this dude opened up an Xbox product, I'm supposed to go buy it now. Like, that doesn't do anything for me.
But
what's that dude name?
That's not for us.
Yeah, clearly not.
What about Lamar Wilson? I don't,
Yeah, Lamar Wilson did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he looked quirky. He quirky, but guess what? My son are watching. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm guilty.
you know what I'm saying? Somebody else watch him. I might want to see what they look like. You know what I'm saying? This what it look like, but I gave him a like, and then you say, "Ooh, look at the white elite controller." They gave that out to a bunch of people, and what? You can't even keep it in the store. That's $150 product.
I watch it.
All I gotta do is get a kid to say, "Oh, mom, I want that right there." That's all I'm looking for.
Not because he's a tech dude, not because he's the smartest guy in the bunch. He's a fun dude. His spirit is great, and he has great energy. That's why I watch him.
Positive dude.
He can't tell me shit about nothing technical.
He's the black. What's my man? Mr. Nigga. What's it called?
I love his energy.
He's the black. What you call it? Mr. Rogers to me.
But we saw him at E3. He don't act like that in real life. He's very serious.
Black nerd.
He's not like that. That's a camera image, and I respect that. But I do watch him when he unbox something. He does get exclusives. He had the gold Xbox One X. How many of us even seen it?
Some exclusive stuff though.
How many of us even seen that?
Where he get that from?
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of them say now if he don't give it away, you got to catch the.
You can't give it away. What's the hell?
He can't. He probably got to send it back.
No. Yeah, he got to send it. It's a small print. He got that 100-inch LG sent him that 100 that flat screen. He said, I got to send this back.
Yeah. He said it.
But it was some other YouTubers that got it. They didn't have to send it back.
No, listen. When he was unboxing that gold Xbox, he said they standing right here. He was like, "Can I talk about this?" They was standing right there, like, "You gonna get it back right now."
They wanted him to show it, and that's it.
And that's it. Put it back in the box.
But how many views he got off of that?
Right. Like, it's growing his channel. It is what it is. You know?
That's what it is, man. I like to know.
Microsoft, can I get something? I don't care if you give me a controller.
You
that boy
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. Let me, this is how you find out whether Microsoft gonna send you something. Look at your content that you got on your channel. If that allow Microsoft, then you're gonna get some. If it don't, then it won't.
Microsoft give me stuff, but they give me a bunch of indies. They ain't right.
So stop crying.
Whack.
You getting something? I get nothing.
I gotta build up.
I get nothing.
They said I gotta build up.
I would be happy with indies. No, I would be happy if Bandai.
This is why I don't understand why this goes this segue all the way back to the beginning of the show. This is why I don't understand why you got all that trolling stuff going on your channels, all this, the image you're trying to put out there on Twitter. It's like, don't you know everybody pays attention to everything you put out there?
Can't help themselves, Delilah.
Yeah, but a lot of people you got to put a different perspective too. Like with me I'm 100 on YouTube, but I'm I ain't gonna say. They already know.
You want me to say your name? You want me to say your name?
You don't gotta say.
But I'm regular Joe. And then when I'm in public, when I do meet them, I'm not that 100 per. I'm not acting ignorant.
I get it, but
they understand. And I got told
sometimes like your persona won't match with what a company's trying to do. Is all I'm trying to say.
But you also got to think that sometimes that's also a double-edged sword, because I mean,
it is,
because that's exactly
what I'm trying to say.
But look at some of the people that we know that are big with those people and the personas that they portray online. I'm not going to give any names.
I'm gonna say this. How many the people who have over 1 million views on YouTube and the people who get the stuff sent to them in these big Xboxes and controllers and stuff like that, their channels will never have that stuff on it, because companies I'm just saying, because companies want to make sure they align with positive things and positivity in general. So I never understand the fanboy this, fanboy that, this troll this troll that, and FN this and FN that, and N-word this and N-word that, and
no, you're right. You're right.
But think about it. What if I have a different demographic? What if I have a different demographic that I propose to?
Don't take it personal.
I think that's the most graphic that the line.
I'm not taking it personal.
But look, I understand. You acting like I'm attacking you. I'm not. All I'm telling you is I don't understand that part. I don't understand.
All she's saying.
Put that on their channels, N-word this, N-word that on their channels, when they know good and well a company ain't gonna line itself with, especially with the N-word these days.
Oh yeah. I am going to say one thing about my boy 100.
Hey, hold on. Let me tell you what it is right quick though. Hey, look, this is all it is. People that's not really about that action, never seen that action, they want to have a part of that action. So this is a way that they can actually vent. They're not trying to become famous. They just trolling.
I get it. That I do understand. I do understand. But if you're trying to be like, put yourself in that category and wonder why Xbox ain't sending you nothing, then don't be asking those questions if you putting all that junk out on your channel. That's all I'm saying.
I say this. Like me, I say it as a joke.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm expecting the impossible. Is all I'm putting it out there. I'm not putting it out there for you specifically. I'm just putting it out there in general. Like, I'm expecting Microsoft to be sending you stuff, and you know what I'm saying, acting crazy on your channels and whatnot.
I got told somebody the people that do get something, they never expected anything.
Yeah.
It just happened. Anyway, and that's how you're supposed to do it. But we're
moving on, because we went way left. We talking about something completely different.
Completely
different.
Really.
Okay, Megan, we went so far left. We went from Africa all the way to Asia.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did it through going. We tunneled down. You know what I'm saying? On Google. We on Google. Anyway, so let's go. Let's talk about Red Dead. Most of us already, a lot of us have it on the show, and so I'm going to start with you, Livewire, because I'm pretty sure that you're going to give me that enthusiasm that I've been asking for, right? And so, what is your thoughts about Red Dead? All of the success. Give me the whole lowdown about what you think about Red Dead.
First, I was like, damn, yeah, Red Dead is nice. It is nice, Man, what can't you say? It's definitely the best looking game that's probably came out this gen, and it hurts my heart to say this, but it looks better than Gears and Forza and God of War and Spider-Man. It looks better than any fucking game. Multi-plat exclusive. it's just better. It's just better. But the details is crazy. Bro, you feel everything, man. Oh my goodness, man. You shoot somebody, I'll be like, yo, I shot the shit out of this motherfucker. Yo. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Yo, it's a system seller, man. You know what? I remember Kaz having a conversation saying, whether or not it should matter, multi-plat should matter because of the X. The X doesn't have any exclusives, multi-platform matter. This shit matters. This shit matters a lot. Because motherfuckers out there buying this shit just to play this game. A lot of PC dudes, a lot of cats that were just PlayStation only, are just like, man, I gotta play it the best, man. Yeah, this is big, man. This game is fired. And I've only been.
We can tell you a pops now.
First 2 hours. Oh, I already got my first soda. I'm about to get my other one.
You say his first soda.
Oh yeah, I mean, because I was only halfway through it when I first came on. But the game is good, man. I mean, and it's from what I see, it has so many things in it, man. I can't imagine where they're gonna take this, but like it starts off like a linear game, which is crazy.
Hey, stop it! Cut his mic. You about to spoil it. Cut his mic.
Don't spoil it. Cut his mic. I'm not talking about what it.
We all know 100. Once he started not 100,
I'm not talking about what happened.
Okay, give him a chance. Give him a chance.
No, he always said exactly. I'm not gonna say what happened and say exactly.
Okay, all right.
Look, I'm not saying what's in. No, I'm not saying what's in. I'm just saying, you can see the elements that it's gonna. As far as from what I'm seeing, I'm like, they wrote this shit like the. Damn it, man. You know what?
Don't say anything.
All right, I'll put it this way. When I start the game, I kind of got those vibes of Django. Remember Django? The intro of Django?
Oh yeah,
And like, because the thing about Django and then I'll bring it back to Red Dead, it's like the trailers didn't do this bitch no justice. You saw the Django trailers, you were like, man. Like I didn't even want to watch that movie. It wasn't until other people told me about it.
Let's go to somebody else.
So, and that's the thing about Red Dead. When you watch it, that shit is official.
It's official.
It's good, man. It's so good.
All right, so Delilah, go ahead, man. Let me know what you think about it.
Fantastic game. The gameplay is on point. Live is right. The level of detail in this game is remarkable. Like you can see the sparkles in the snow. It's so good, man. They did a great job with the physics and
Delilah, you can see the snow shift when you
I know.
That's crazy.
Too, it's crazy. It's like every little thing affects the world, kind of. Like it's so dope. They did a good job. And I'm not even a Red Dead fan. But they did a great job with the way the storytelling is going so far. I mean, I'm still pretty early in the game, so it's still kind of fresh for me. But man, it's good so far, man. And I'm loving the gunplay. I mean, when I say the physics are on point, like the blood splatter and stuff is so realistic looking. Like they did a good job. And then also, like, you know how you got with other games, with the ragdoll physics, like when the characters get shot or something like that, if you shoot them in the arm, like they actually hold their arm, shoot them in the leg, they actually hold their leg. It's so realistic. They did a good job. Pick the game up. It's dope.
It's dope. All right. Triple Cup Chuck. I mean, did you get that game yet?
Man, I'm about to get back to you on that one. But look, this is what happened.
Okay.
Man, this is what happened for real though, man. I came us live, man. I had to pay some bills and I start messing up some money, so I couldn't get it. I'm hurt right now, but I'm gonna get it when I get paid again. But man, just to hear about this game, and this is one of my most anticipated games that I ever wanted. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't like 100, so I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna be like people saying, "Oh, I sold my Xbox One X because I ain't had no games." And that be bullshit. People say you sold your Xbox One X because you had to pay something else. You know what I'm saying? I got a little. I might. Y'all keep talking me up. I might go broke getting it tonight.
Well, okay. We'll see. 100. I know that you haven't got the game yet, but are you planning on getting the game?
Bargain bin.
Shit.
Bargain bin.
Bargain bin. Somebody want to give it to me? I accept it and I'll try it. I got too many damn games for one. That's one reason. I got too many games that I got. I didn't mess around and bought Crisis 3. I went to my little collection this morning and I'm like, this is a damn shame. You was addicted to gaming. You addicted to buying video games. It's like I'm addicted to women. I'm addicted to buying video games. The game, like I say, everybody I talked to said the game is wonderful. Not, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad it, people's loving it, it's exciting. But I just bought, if I didn't buy Fallout 76, I probably would have got Red Dead. But when I was just clicking buying games, you know what I'm saying, between Mega and Tax.
I think you grabbed the wrong one.
Hey, I go click. When I start clicking and start buying them, I go click and start buying them.
What'd you call my name for?
Cause you're a bad influence in my life buying these games. You know what I'm saying? Don't let he
taking advantage of 100.
Don't let he buy. I do like that guns gore and Cahoolies too. I do like that. It's better than the first one. But I be buying these games and it's like I need to stop. I have addiction. You know what I'm saying? And especially since I got this other little second job, I got a bunch of money to blow. I'll be just sitting there, click, pre-order, buy, download, buy. I'm like, I could have a song.
I mean, everybody got their vices. Some people collect shoes, some people collect purses. Like I got a shoe and purse.
But I can't get no money back from these. I buy them all digital, so I can't get no money back for them. So I'm just
that much money back. You ain't gonna get that much money back from shoes.
Right, or handbags, you know what I'm saying? Coach bags maybe, but
I'm just tired.
It's a bargain bin.
Yeah, but I say bargain bin because if it's a good price Black Friday, I'll pick it up. Not saying I want to play it.
Good, man.
Bro,
The story, because like somebody could spoil the story between.
But I already know about the story from the first one. I got the first one.
And they got nothing to do with the first. It's a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel. It has nothing to do.
That's all. Ain't got nothing to do with John. Ain't got nothing to do with John. What you got the first one?
You can't tell from where I'm at.
It's about the games, but
he's in the game. But that's all. That's
so you don't play as him. I thought you play as him.
No, you
don't. Completely different. Completely
different. He's in the game, but it's a totally different situation. He's really a dummy.
Hey man, hey, that's it. That's all you can say.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
I saw that big breasted white girl. That they was hanging around with. I did see that.
Anyway, let's go. Okay,
man, y'all
stop it.
Digital. I'm just saying.
What is your impression so far? Because I know that you have it. So
I already said my impression.
Oh yeah, see, because 100 threw me off talking about old girl. So never mind. 108. Did you get the game yet?
I got the game. My shit's still downloading. We talked about this. I'm trying to put me on Front Street.
I am trying to put you on Front Street.
Like an hour and some change.
You know what? I said I want to buy 2K. Now you said I ain't got Red Dead Redemption. You know what?
Super power, super duper.
People in the chat. You see how he is?
Brooklyn style.
God, he was light skinned. He's on light on light crime. We don't do that. It's a law. Since I'll be sure, it's a law.
Son, why is that shit sound
we got Al B. Shore and Christopher Williams arguing with each other.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And you like Jamal Moore with no braids, sucker. Nah, it's downloading now, man. It's downloading.
Yeah, man. You like cornflakes without the milk. Yo, let's go ahead.
You like a saltine cracker, no salt.
Oh shit! No, I'm milky. Just call me cereal, baby. Anyway, so what do you think? I mean, just from the impressions that you've gotten so far.
Well, I've watched a lot of people play it, man, and it's really, forget the single player. The simple things that you can do outside of the single player seems to be amazing. It's like they thought about every small detail. I see somebody have a fight with wolves that lasted like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I'm like, damn, dude, you either can't shoot or them wolves are gangster. But I am going to say one thing. I saw something weird, and we were talking about this earlier. You guys out there playing this game, please stop drawing penis demons in the snow.
Yeah.
Damn, something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all.
Hey man,
Yo,
Hey.
they like.
draw the opposite sex something. Not dudes drawing penis demons. That's not what you got. Fantasies of penis demons. It got to be something going on. But the game looks amazing, and I'm waiting for it
I
to
heard
download.
Brokeback Mountain in the game too.
Yeah, I heard that you could do some Brokeback Mountain in there, but I mean, look, I don't know.
Hey,
I want to do that. I'll play
detail
Mafia
the game.
3. Not shower scene. Facts. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Okay. Anyway, so for me, look, man, I just want to just touch on it just
Amazing.
briefly. I just want to say this game is beyond anything that I could compare it to in the sense of detail. Just one thing that tripped me out that made me like, whoa, wait. I went hunting for a deer, killed the deer, but then it went into detail of like, you gotta make sure that you can't get the scent, you know what I'm saying? Because the scent will go down into the deers or animals and then they'll trip out or whatever. So you had to go and avoid that, kill the deer. But then when I put the deer, you got to put the deer on the horse. You got to strap it down. You have to carry it, strap it down. Then you have to, but then like during the snow, and this is very in the beginning in the first like 2 hours of the game. I say hour and a half in the game. And the snow was falling. There was no snow and then when you start going back to your camp, the snow started falling on you, your deer, the horse, and it was staying there. The measure of detail in the game. Like if you move too fast or you do something crazy, you'll lose your hat. You got to go pick up your hat or you lose it. I've lost my hat one time. I mean, there's just for that reason alone, for them to go into to put that much detail into the game is a testament of them just they love their craft. And I'm just saying it's a fantastic game, man. It's definitely the game of the generation. And you know how much I love the Witcher. But there's only one other game that I could think that has an opportunity to stand in its way, and that's Cyberpunk 77.
Nope. Yeah. He said nope.
Nope.
Yeah. But hey, Mega, can I give a public service announcement to everybody? The public service announcement. Public service announcement.
What?
All right. Let's kill the fanboy wars way. Don't use if you a person that was denying was mad because people were using Metacritic or what's the other Digital Foundry, don't start using it now because it's look better on your best system. That to me is you being a hypocrite.
Facts.
And that's all I'm about to say about let's put the fanboy stuff around. I don't want to see it because when it wasn't on your end, you got mad at these companies. You mad at these companies, stay mad at them because it is what it is. I don't see Mega come in. I'm not seeing Mega coming out saying. Some people I don't see coming out saying, "Oh, this is." Go look at Metacritic scores and go look at the Digital Foundry. They proved that it's native 4K. No, it's the video game, whatever system that you got on the PlayStation, on the regular fat, whatever. The game is the game, and it's what it is. Right. It just run better on one system, and that is how Rockstar took the time to do it. And I saw 108 put there and said more developers need to take time. What they did to make games better for this certain system, right. But it is what it is. Don't use it in your fanboy war, because if I catch any people that I know using the fanboy, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you a hypocrite.
Fire on them, 100.
So now this was a nice segue because this is the one point I was going to make that I said this in my one of my last videos, and basically it's asking how important is the Xbox One X for Xbox and for the Xbox fan? Because look, this is the one thing I will say about this. You're absolutely right. You know, you can't use this as, you can use it as ammunition, but it doesn't look right, especially if you claim that you don't care about Digital Foundry or you don't care about Metacritic scores and things like that. But one thing that you can use it for is that what Rockstar did with this game, it proved that the Xbox One X is a very powerful system. And how important it is this is from my take for Xbox, because when you do look at Digital Foundry, looking at the Xbox One S, and if there was no Xbox One X, where would we be as Xbox gamers right now, hearing those comparisons? Well, I'm going to go start with you, 100, since you brought it up.
Still hearing them, but whatever.
I ain't even saying nothing. All right. No, I'll put it this way. The S do a lot of stuff the Pro do right now. Some of them games are 1440p.
No, I don't. No, well, okay. I'm talking about Red Dead. I'm talking about Red Dead.
Red Dead. If Red Dead wasn't, I'll put it this way: Red Dead has a cult following. People love, like when people say I don't like Red Dead. People jump on my throat. They trying to just take me off the middle.
I'm not just talking about Red Dead. I'm talking about the importance of the Xbox One X.
Right.
The X.
All right.
The
X up the ante. That's what it did. It didn't give you. To me, it's showing you it wasn't like a mid-gen refresh. It gave you something that's fresh, that's going to push close to PC quality that it can. You know what I'm saying? It's going to try to give you. When I saw a video today. I saw a video today. No, I saw a video today. I saw a video today on a dude, and he's a PlayStation guy, and he called himself the gamer. He said, I have to admit, the Xbox One X does way lot more than the Pro does. And he just start growing off. And he said, I'm a PlayStation person. He said, I miss out. He said, no one should miss out on anything again. But he said, since my preference was this, he said, he said, Red Dead looks great on it. But people are going to play Red Dead regardless. I don't care what system you're going to play it regardless.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying in the sense of I'm not okay. I'm bringing up Red Dead because it's got all this acclaim on Xbox, on the Xbox One X. But I'm saying if you watch the Digital Foundry video and we didn't have the Xbox One X and we just had the Xbox One S, where would we be? What would
be the same?
Wishing we had pros.
Oh,
yeah. About right. He'd be all right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Okay, you about to
he'll be all right. But you know what? I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it. It might be in the eye of the beholder. It might be the eye of the beholder.
Okay, all right. You're done. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna let 108 get on this one. Please explain to me about how the importance of the Xbox One is for Xbox.
Let me tell you, it's not just important to the Xbox. The X is important for the next generation because Microsoft built a system from ground up. With the Pro, they built a system to take advantage or push a little bit better resolution in VR. That's what the Pro was made for. With the X, they took this generation, see how they could reach 4K natively, which Sony said you needed a 8 teraflop system, 8.4 to be exact, that it couldn't be done with a 6.0 system. They pushed the graphics and boundaries and development with this system to make next generation have to be better. They can't half-ass next generation. I don't think we're going to have a mid after the first system, the PS5, the next Xbox. I don't think it's going to be a mid-generation system again because like I've always been saying from day one, the PlayStation has been lacking from day one and the fat OG has been lacking from day one, even worse. So the X has pushed the boundaries for everybody, not Xbox brand, just for console situation. Because this is not the first game that's open world that's native 4K. Did everybody forget about Far Cry 5?
Right.
Everybody forgot.
Really, they forgot.
That game is retarded open world 4K native, which with what the systems present right now, this shouldn't be possible. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be possible in this generation to have native 4K. It has 4K textures. It's 88 gigs on PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation. It's 103 gigabytes on Xbox because of the textures, which is ultimately the biggest difference besides the extra features of anti-aliasing. It has pushed for next generation. So people that's looking and saying, they're hating or they're jealous. Listen, Microsoft pushed the boundary. Next generation can't come close. They got to be beyond what the X is, which is better for us as a consumer. That's what it has done. Forget Xbox brand. It pushed next generation. Facts.
Also, somebody said GMAC said that Shadow of War is native 4K as well. So I mean,
it is.
yeah,
Yes,
so,
it is. Shadow of War.
Yeah, so
And
Hellblade.
Assassin's Creed.
Hellblade is native 4K.
Hellblade ain't open world though. We talking about open world.
Boy, Hellblade is one of the best.
It's amazing.
Games that you
No
can
question.
look
No
at.
question. But it's not open
yeah.
world.
Yes.
Open world is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Forza. The big thing about Forza is what it looks like. Nobody wants to pay the enhanced mode with the 60 frames. Everybody 4K 30 because it's crazy.
Right.
People want graphics. That's what I'm saying. But those games, all the games, he's not wrong. The games we mentioned, all of them are definitely a step beyond the rest. But the big thing,
4K assets, man. What?
right? The biggest thing that we're mentioning right now is multiplats. Not a game made by Microsoft who got that money to push. We talking about a multiplat.
Yeah.
Native 4K that's struggling with a 1080p plane on one end and a 1440p on another plane horizontally. That's struggling. You know what I'm saying? When you got native 4K assets and everybody's starting to see like, well, goddamn. Last year games all had patches. You know what I'm saying? Even Forza Horizon 3. Of course, when we got that patch. Halo had a patch. That wasn't a 4K game. That was a 4K patch. When you start making games for the system, you design a game for that system in mind, it's a different ball game, as we starting to see.
Right. What about you, Delilah? How important the 1X is? I mean, how is it?
It's night and day. Like I can give you an example. We have an Xbox One Fat downstairs, and I have the Xbox One X upstairs in my office. And like I was playing Odyssey downstairs, and you could immediately just tell the difference between the two, like from frame rate to the smoothness, from loading times. It's a huge difference. And so I always tell people like get an Xbox One X, just skip over the S if you never had an Xbox, because it's just that much better. It's you can really tell the difference. And so it's great to see third party taking advantage of the system. And in my opinion, that's what they're supposed to do. You target the most powerful platform, and then you scale down from there. Like I think that's what they're supposed to do. Red Dead isn't on PC just yet, which we don't really know if it's really going to be on PC, but it's rumored they come on PC. So at this point in time, Xbox One X is the most powerful platform. So they target it. That's what we got. Now, if Microsoft never would have came out with the X, we'll be still being laughed at by everybody on Twitter, and videos still being made about being the lowest common denominator with all of this. So I'm glad they did decide to put out that 1X. I love mine.
Right. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that fact because we definitely would have been the laughing stock.
Right.
Facts.
I mean, come on, think about Digital Foundry, right, and how they constantly do the comparisons. I mean, everybody know what was going on prior to the Xbox One X release, and what Microsoft did was very extremely smart. They changed the narrative. They completely flipped the narrative.
What you talking about? 1080p makes you a better gamer.
But you know what I'm saying? Like they took the narrative and they flipped it. They like, yo, we got the most powerful platform. Everything plays better on Xbox.
Facts.
So that's gonna transition over to the next gen. And so people gonna have it in their head. It's gonna be beat in their head all at the end of this gen, and we're gonna make it easy for them to segue to the next one. So it's a smart marketing move, which is hard to say coming from them sometimes. But yeah, what'd you say?
That's a question for K Mega.
Yeah.
K Mega. You probably maybe the only one or two people I know even got into The Witcher. How they got into when that 4K patch came out. How did you feel? Didn't you revisit that game like it was brand new?
Oh yeah, I went ahead and I finished it once again.
Think about this, folks. Lemon. We are revisiting a lot of games that get like updates and upgrades.
That's what visuals do to you. It changes your life.
Yeah. You know what? That was the one thing about it that really tripped me out was that I played The Witcher, put in so many hours, and then when I heard that they were going to put the Xbox One X was going to, I waited a whole year before I jumped back on The Witcher to go ahead and complete it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So because I wanted to see what this game was going to be like and what it's going to be like. And then it's just, I'll give my explanation, but I want to go to Livewire because he seemed like he can't be still. So Livewire, What?
It's my second Pepsi, man.
Oh man, well you over here drinking the hell out of it. But anyway, let me see what the importance of the X. Give me that explanation of what why is it so important right now for Xbox to have the X, especially going into next year?
Well, I'll tell you this: the X will definitely be like your entry console the next year, because the difference between the X and the Pro is obsolete once the PS5 comes. It's just done. Because I don't see it being able to even remotely display the games that the PS5 has with the Pro. But the X, it might not run as good as whatever the Scarlet is, but it should still kind of look graphically in the same neighborhood,
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
So, with that, and it'll probably be cheaper. So you're talking about it'll be Microsoft could possibly have, Lord knows, they'll have like 3 SKUs. I mean, if they have like 2 for the Scarlet and 1, I mean, then they have the X, right? That's 3 because the S, I don't count that shit. But yeah, I've been listening to a couple of people talk about how, the argument of why did Microsoft make the X? They could have just made more games, right? But we all know that the issue was when the games came, people shitted on the games,
right?
Because they didn't have no power, or the power that was perceived that they needed. Now, my question is, if Microsoft had just put out the S, just as powerful as the regular PS4, and then had some extra games with it, would that have changed things? Maybe not.
No.
because the narrative was already there,
Mm-hmm.
And then that means that's one issue. And I think the thing that it feels like we always go in a circle with this whole 2013 shit of what happened back then, right?
Right.
And it seems like people just can't let that shit go. And with that being said, it's like, well, fuck, if you're not gonna let that shit go, it doesn't matter what Microsoft does moving forward. You're always gonna bring up something. Oh, well, they should have did this. We should have got this console back then. I'm like, the fuck, man. Guess what? You know what? When I was 20 years older, I should have did some shit that I'm doing in my 30s. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't go back in the past and change shit that I already have.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just letting you. I thought you was done.
Yeah, no. So my feelings is, man, the X is needed. It makes everything better. Games that people don't even like, they go back and play just to see what they look like. Like Homefront looks crazy on the X. It's still not a great game because it has its issues, but graphically, it's worth the look at.
I need to go back and check out Warframe. I haven't checked out Warframe in a while.
Warframe looks crazy though. Yeah, Warframe.
And
Halo. I mean, for those that haven't played Halo Master Chief Collection, that shit is, you have to. You're doing yourself, especially if you're a Halo fan, you're doing yourself a serious disservice thinking like, oh yeah, they enhanced it, but it's whatever. No, you need to go back because that shit is some next level shit, man. Halo 1 shouldn't look like that. It should not. On the X, I don't give a fuck. It should not look that good, man. It's just crazy. All those games look good. Halo, they all look amazing. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what we find ourselves always saying. Oh, this game looks amazing on the X. Oh, that game looks amazing on the X. Yes, we don't have all the exclusives we want, but damn near, we got so many games that look amazing on the X. That's the reason why you get the exclusives, because the other games didn't look so good, but all our games look good. So it's like, I still want exclusives, but I'm not crying for them because all my games look good. That's the way I feel about it.
Oh, no, there's no wrong with that because I mean, people are like Delilah said, and like what you're saying, people double dip and go back because if you have, and there was somebody in the on Twitter today that said, look, you know, he was a PC guy and he just went ahead and took the plunge, and it was all because of Red Dead, and he was like, wow. I mean, and just when he hooked it up, he was just already impressed with just the interface and how fast things were moving and everything else that was going on. So I can't wait to what he thinks about what Red Dead looks like. But Chuck, what is how important is the Xbox One X, man?
Man, for me personally, the Xbox One X, first and foremost, I was sick of hearing people talk about the 1080p thing. You know, it was funny at first. You know, I like the little laughing games, but then it just got repetitive and boring. And then it was killing good games because, like, when set on Quantum Break, it looked good to me, and that's the only thing I wanted to look good for me. When I played it, it was good. Now I will say, The Witcher, I was playing it at first, and I was saying that if the graphics was a little bit better, I think I can get more immersed into this game. And then when they came out with the X version, they did the upgrade. I got back into The Witcher. I was like, oh my god, this game is amazing. Now I see what the PC gamers be talking about. But once I seen that, I was like, okay, well, the X's make perfect sense. It's like this is what we need in a generation. Now we got to go focus on what we need to be focused on, and that is making good games. And then right now, the developers could be more comfortable about not trying to make timing for the generations, because you make the developers make their most money is at the end of the generation when all the consoles are sold. But when you got to keep starting over, that means you got to drop your player base and you got to make games for like the Xbox One, and then how they was making it for the 360, right? So they ain't just taking and they just downscale or make the Xbox One version and downscale to the 360. They was making two separate versions of the same game. So they, they made double dip, but they had to almost double work. So now what they could do now is no generation change. Whatever console you get, Microsoft don't care. They don't make their money off that. They make their money off the software. So whatever level of graphics you willing to pay for right now, they cool with that. You get the game and it scales up or down to whatever system you have. I mean, started with the S. I mean, it might even go back to the fat. I mean, people with the fat might never get left behind. You know, the way they talk, they say never left behind. With Game Pass too, they might still be there for the next 10 years.
Yeah, but the one thing about you're right. But the one thing about the fat though is that it was obsolete pretty much once it even came out. That's the sad thing about it. I mean, I didn't understand that at first, but then when you get the S, you got the X.
But think about it. They got how many people still playing on the 360 right now? They still playing on the 360. Now, just imagine if they didn't have that wall that was built between the 360 and the one, and they could have just slid over. So all the games that they had and all the gamers, you still just in the same ecosystem. Y'all still playing the same games, but they still got people on the 360 still to this day. So that Xbox fat, they're gonna have a lot of people just getting on the fat because they just want to just barely make it to the entry level. So that's what they still gonna be able to get. So when the next generation come out, they can get the fat and still play the new up-to-date games. They'd be cool with the Pro graphics, even if it look like stick figures to them. You know what I'm saying? So, but us, we want the best of the best, the 4K to 60 frames. Whatever the next generation gonna bring, we gonna want that day one. Diving.
Yeah, okay.
Diving, man, I'm gonna be shooting over every day.
Look, bro, I get what you're saying, right? But see, this is the thing that I agree, but then yet I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? So I think I agree to a certain point. This is why. Okay, the S is going to be the cheapest model and the most affordable model to get. Why would you even worry about getting the fat when the fat is not even better than the S? The S, and then when you're also going to get and if anybody's interested into the streaming X Cloud, that's going to be cheaper than anything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess you know what I'm saying, in the sense of you got a person that says, "Oh, look, I can play all the Xbox games that everybody else is getting for Xbox and find an Xbox One fat somewhere for $99." I guess you know what I'm saying. I guess that would attract some people, but if they can see a S for 150. You got, or you know what I'm saying, you got that Steam Cloud thing, that's the X Cloud thing, that's that's going to be $100 or $150. Then you know what I'm saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. I see your point is. I know, you know what I'm saying, they don't talk about the fat because they see the you see the problems with it. Look, when I had my Xbox One X messed up and I had to ship it and I had to bring the back up, I did notice the difference. I did. And then everything seemed to be cool because games was playing okay. I was playing The Witcher, playing some other games. Then it seemed okay, but then when I got my X, I was like, oh my God, there's such a huge difference. So
hey, the loading time overall, man, playing Witcher on a fat man, that shit is horrendous.
You know what you can really tell it if you ever play Origins and you use your little the bird, what you call it? The Hulk, yeah, and Origins. I don't know. I haven't tried. I haven't did the lower comparison with Odyssey yet, but I just remember when I was playing Origins, and I would switch between, Bayek of Siwa, Bayek, the character from Origins, and then the bird, and like how quick it was, just like boom, it's a snap of a finger. When you do it on the Xbox One Fat, it'll be like a load. You can see the loading symbol and everything. Like it's just drastically different. Even same thing with the interface. Like it's just snappier. Everything is real snappy. Everything loads quickly. And shoot, I even noticed a huge difference when playing Killer Instinct, which is like my go-to game. And like when you selecting characters and how long that takes to load and stuff like that. It's just little things like that you pick up on and you'll notice like right away. It'll be just night and day.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the thing that I'm just saying about that is just that makes me look, I see the S being that system that will be the bridge for people to come over and jump on the X more than it is.
But just wait till the X, like think about next year. The X is going to be the same price as the S. Like people don't think about that. Each year, the prices they drop on these suckers. I think that this holiday season you're gonna see a price drop on the S and the Xbox One X, and then by next holiday season, man, it's gonna be negligible. I mean, man, and that's just what happens.
It's not people just sitting there counting pixels, Christopher. Man, the fact of it is like, look, man, I you know what I'm saying? I got this QLED, right? And it's crazy, right? And I was just like, oh man, this is amazing. This is dope. Then I went and I did some I went and I finally last night for the first time, I thought I did some calibrating. I didn't do shit. And so I actually looked up some real calibrating for QLEDs with Xbox One X's. And I had no idea that the Xbox One does the calibrating for you. You don't have to do all this extra on your TV. And once I did what it said, do the settings properly, my games look like 4 times better than what they were when I thought I was doing something. Like it's ridiculous. Like for how powerful that this X is. From my point of view on it is just like it's. You know, I always had this stance, and I look, I might have to just change my tune on it. I always had to say, look, it doesn't matter. You know, you game on what you game, you love on what you love. It is what it is. But once you really get a taste of real power, of something that really makes your games look at a whole nother level, bruh. Maybe I
equate it to that feeling you got when you was watching HD on TV for the first time. Then all of a sudden your TV a show come on that's not HD. Mm-hmm. You like, dang, what happened to the picture?
Yeah. That's kind of like what just hit me. Like, Red Dead kind of brought that out of me.
You feel the difference. Like you be like, yo, is this HD? What is this? You know, HD in my name. You know, I'm always looking for the best quality and everything.
Yeah, and so I can't knock a PlayStation fan for the whole 1080p thing compared to the 900p, because the drastics, the sitting of it is not as drastic. No, you know what I'm saying? Because you can play a game if you have a really good television, if it's calibrated right, it's not going to be that big of a difference. But a PlayStation Pro compared to an Xbox S, PlayStation fan could dog out the S all day. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't really understand that because I didn't look at it from a perspective of what, like, you know, and I know that the Pro is not nowhere near as comparable as the X, but I know that it's better than the S. And so, like I said, I might have to reevaluate because I'm just like seeing the X and what it's done. And then I go back to my PlayStation Slim. I don't even have a Pro. I don't even want to play on my PlayStation, bro. I feel like a snob sometimes. I really do. Like, Oh, this shit don't even look nowhere. They look a little ashy. So I don't know, man. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? That's why I have to upgrade my PlayStation because I got to have something better, man. I mean, the Xbox One X is a very important system. They brought it out. You got to thank Phil Spencer for it because, you know, I know that there's something else because Donnie D did sign off of it, but the Xbox One X is a Phil Spencer project. It's his baby. He wanted the 4K. He wanted the bells and whistles. He wanted that thing to be done right. And compliment to Phil and that staff to go ahead and bring this console out and help save the bleeding for what's
the narrative, at least.
Generation.
I mean, that's just a whole narrative change.
Killed the narrative, destroyed the narrative. So, all right, yeah, we went real long on that one. That's all right though. That's all right. So anyway, let's get on to talk about this real fast about the whole Battlefield 5 situation. I know that there's a lot of people jumping on Battlefield 5 because they're putting their battle royale and they're taking it to spring. Call of Duty is sitting in a really good spot right now because they have a lot of people's attention with their black royale, the battle royale mode. Y'all can just jump in. Whoever is this going to hurt Battlefield 5?
Know what Battlefield 5 need to do? I'm a big Battlefield player. To be honest with you, Battlefield need to actually push their whole game to March of after March of next year. I mean, right now they got so much stuff out there. Battlefield have long legs. There's gonna be a time that it could just sit there and run for a long time. But right now we have too many dope ass games for them to be lacking in any directions. They need to push their whole game back and just say they polishing it up, you know, whatever PR thing they want to do. But I mean, you got games like right now, man, Red Dead, you got Red Dead, and right now we got some more Red Dead. So anything else is uncivilized.
Okay, so you basically think that Call of Duty, I mean that Battlefield, did you see that story mode?
Man, I played Battlefield. Don't get me wrong, that game is nice. That game is nice.
But have you seen the new footage of the story mode here recently?
Nice. The one that just came. I seen the old one.
Ooh. Bro, I posted it the other day. I posted it Wednesday, and I watched the whole. I think it was like 40 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, this game looks amazing. And this was just a single player mode. And we played the beta. So you still think that they should hold back and make sure that the game has everything in there?
Not just have everything, but have its own time to shine. Like right now, it's got a lot of competition. Not saying Battlefield can't hold its own. Now, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it could eat a whole lot better with an open space. Because the way the game is designed, you know what I'm saying?
It comes out November 20th.
All right.
Yeah, November 20th. There's nothing there except for what? Just Cause 4? Just Dance? You saying that Battlefield can't compete with them?
No, man. Holiday season. It don't need to be in the holiday season, basically.
Okay, I got
you. Think people gonna be done with Red Dead and all these other games prior to then? That's what I'm sipping on. Because look, think about it. The Red Dead multiplayer comes out around that time. Just saying.
You sure it's going to be coming out that time? I thought it was going
to. I don't know. I'm speculating. It's pure speculation.
Oh, okay. I was just like, damn.
I'm not stating facts. I have no shame in saying that.
Okay. So
I heard two things about the multiplayer. Some people said that they have the multiplayer for the people that bought the $100 version.
No, they don't. They're lying.
Oh, thank you, man. Because
they'll have it for free. You know what I'm saying? They'll have it for free, but they ain't. But the multiplayer is not nowhere there. It's just nothing but the single player right now.
Yeah.
Don't let this movie taste fool you. Those people over there like, oh, I got the multiplayer. I was playing it last night. Lying bastards. You know what I'm saying?
What away? Gonna be something serious too.
Yeah. What away? What do you think about that? Do you think Battlefield screwed the pooch by doing it, but by not bringing the battle royale out?
Well, you ain't called me in a minute. I feel like raising my hand in the back of the class because you don't see me, my brother. But you know what? I'm still gonna answer you. Hell to the no. First of all, how many times have they released a game that we ain't happy because they rushed it out? Please take your time for my amount of money that I'm going to divulge into your situation. Please take your time. Don't rush out nothing. Push it back, bring it out when it's ready, because when it's not ready and they bring it out, who the first one to be complaining? The people that spent that bread. Facts. So please, it ain't gonna hurt them. But don't they got some type of multiplayer at launch? Or is it just because that's what I thought. They didn't bring out the PUBG mode, the Battle Royal, but everything else is intact.
Right. Everything else is intact.
Yeah.
And it also has, and I think we talked about this.
Yeah,
Lemon,
right.
that they have other modes as well.
Right. So Battle Royal is only a game mode. It's not supposed to be a whole goddamn game surrounding one mode, aka PUBG. Jesus. I'm just saying, I'm a PUBG dude. But I get tired of playing the same shit. Single, duels, quads. That's it. Please take your time. Bring it out, because Battlefield has longer legs than anything on the market. And I'm going to say this. People are going to say, what do you mean it has longer legs than Call of Duty?
It does.
It does, because they don't bring out a game annually. Suckers.
Yeah.
Facts. X-Clan status. Suckers.
All right, yeah. I mean, what about you? Well, I shouldn't even ask 100. 100 don't care about no Battlefield. So live don't even like Battlefield.
I have it, but I don't.
You gonna get this one? You gonna get this one?
Eventually, I'll get it. I'll definitely play it with EA Access. The first couple of weeks, but
Okay.
I'll probably still be on.
Not a
I'll
couple
probably
weeks.
still be on Red Dead. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Hey,
why
you
they get
see,
Assassin's
you
Creed.
talking
That's
about
why
next
they
year, sucker. Next year.
Oh, my bad. Late bloomer.
Yeah.
Flower growing in the wintertime. That don't count.
Yeah. Well, I will ask you this. Do you think that it was a mistake for EA to delay Battle Royale until spring?
I would say so, because there's
It's the
nothing.
window.
Yeah, there's really it's about to be too crowded. You know, spring is a good time. What they're gonna do in April around?
April. They said April.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I wonder if Days Gone gonna move their shit again because of that.
March. They did not say April. They said March.
It said April.
I said March.
It said March. Okay, then that's even worse.
March.
That's even worse.
March, yeah, that's bad because it's Devil May Cry. Nah,
they said they're gonna release it in March.
Okay, so
and it's another team that's on it. It's another team that's working on it. It's not the original team that's doing what y'all get now.
Sure.
Y'all still gonna have all them damn multiplayer mode. Just be happy. It's the same battle. It's the same thing. Y'all won't battle royale.
I'm asking a question. I mean, do you think it's a good move or bad move?
I'll put it this way. They said they're gonna give you content over and over and over again.
That's
so
good.
Just be satisfied. Now, if you want to spend and I can't. I'm put this way. How can you get mad at that when you paying $60 for damn Call of Duty? Ain't got no type of single player. Come on, I'll pay Battlefield before I buy Call of Duty.
But you're not a Call of Duty player. That's biased.
I don't care about Call of Duty.
Oh, see, you can't call it names.
No, he's supposed to get Call of Duty because he feel like the game is shit. Facts.
No, but people paying $60. People paying $60 for what they got right now. But when Titanfall did it, the world came up and stormed. At least they gave you a tutorial, some type of tutorial to tell you about the game mode and have some type of story mode with it. They just throwing you straight out in
Call
the
of
wind.
Duty got a tutorial too. Pump your brakes, my brother.
Man, you know what? You just liking it because you just killing little kids and stuff like that.
Yo, we gotta put a disclaimer in for that one. We gotta put a disclaimer.
That's all you mad about.
How do I fix that? Whoa, how do I clean that up?
I can't even help you.
Shit, he said I want to kill kids. God, that is not true.
I ain't saying I want to kill. You doing? And that's who playing. My son is playing Call of Duty right now. He's a kid. He airing people out. Hey, pops, go on and get it.
I don't want to kill nobody, kids. Let's say that for the record. 108 Dragon is a PG-13 channel. We're not doing that. Don't listen to 100.
AKA
I'm talking about video games.
Blasphemy.
Careful with
suing you. That's slander.
Careful with
I'm gonna turn to Skip Bayless right now. How you gonna change my words? I'm talking about the kids that play Call of Duty. That's all that's playing.
That I want to kill the kids. Oh my
There
God.
is. Oh,
Man.
My
That's who
channel
you
has
shooting
been banned from YouTube.
hey, that's all him and Lady killing right now. They went on.
Oh.
I got a UAV. I got a ULV. They talked the other
I know.
what?
Him and
I
ladies
said
all
these.
over it.
We love the game.
They don't want no grown ass people playing
Okay,
this
but
right now.
yeah, I am kind of with
all right,
100
this-
on this one.
Hey, yo, I gotta
Oh,
get
you
ready to head
think
out.
I'm gonna get on there to kill kids too, K Mega?
No. Delilah, go ahead and say what you got to say.
Okay, I gotta get ready to head out, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this and sign off. I gotta get on Red Dead, man. Y'all talking too long.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
we have one more topic, and we
I'm
ain't
just saying,
get our 2
so-
hours yet.
So I just want to say thank you everybody for rocking out with us. We do appreciate it. I'll be on Growing My Gaming tomorrow morning, at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
How you gonna
So,
leave the and the show ain't even over?
I'm just
yet?
saying.
We got one more
I told you I
question.
gotta go. I told you I gotta go. I ain't want to be rude.
You gotta get.
I gotta go.
God
Anyway.
damn.
Thanks everybody for
We love you, sis.
Cold-blooded. We
Guys,
ain't even
later.
been full
I gotta
2
get
hours
on
of the
Red
show.
Dead.
We started
I've been
so late.
feeding for like an hour and some change. So
We got
All right,
one
Delilah, you
more
go ahead and
topic.
enjoy yourself.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
you know.
We
All right,
got
I'll
one
catch
more
up with y'all
topic.
later.
Get your ass out of here. I'm gonna be calling you on WWT tomorrow. Anyway, so
Mhm.
all right, so let's get to the last topic. Let me say this. I was saying I was agreeing with 100 because of the fact that that you got to pay $130 for a game that you're going to be paying for another $130 the next following year. I do agree with 100 on that. Like, it's just annual. So, I don't know. Anyway, so
He said I want to shoot kids. Clean that shit up. God damn.
Michael
I mean,
Myers,
It's Halloween anyway. Don't y'all watch them? What's that YouTube show? That killer clown.
Put
I
on
don't know.
with the Michael Myers mask and the demon mask. This dude scared me straight. It's crazy.
Oh man! All right, let's get to the last. Let's get to the last topic, man. All right, we was going to talk about Game Pass with going to PC. We'll talk about that next week or make a video about it. Whatever. Blah blah blah. But what we're going to talk about here is about the devs. I did want to touch on this because I thought this article really hit home. It really made a lot of sense to me, and it was basically just saying, "Hey, look, you know, everybody's out here making these petitions, talking about, want to make petitions and want to talk about how the devs are being overworked. They're working 12 hours a day, maybe even working on Saturdays, things of that nature."
Yeah.
And what this writer said was basically like, well, hold on, isn't this really hurting the game? Because if they have to do crunch time, then that means that they want the game to be right. And you look at Red Dead and you see it already. You see the perfection in certain areas. That's just like that. You see parts of where this game is like no other. It's fantastic. So is it that we're being overblown with it, or is it that people should be actually concerned about devs working way too much time?
Yes.
And being overblown, man. Before y'all get started with this, man, it's better to have too much to do than not have nothing to do at all. So that's my thoughts about that.
They talking about overworked.
You said two months. No, they worked on Red Dead for years, bro. So it wasn't like 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months. I said it's better to have too much to do than not nothing to do at all.
Okay, I got you. My bad.
Okay.
But Megan, I done this.
Mhm.
I just recently, saying moves, did the little corporate thing, move stuff. I did 100. I did like 83 hours in a matter of like 12 days.
2 weeks. Yeah.
No, in like 12 days. I actually took a day off.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, keep going.
I work 16.
Explain yourself, so we.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Chuck, we gonna kill him here in a minute. Hey, me and Lemetheus, we'll kill you here in a
Facts.
second. But please finish. Please
Facts.
finish.
I don't know, man.
Please give us your bitch ass hours for us. Go ahead.
Y'all
Go
do.
ahead.
I know y'all did.
We're gonna walk into the lobby.
Yeah,
Hang on,
yeah.
no, I know y'all did more hours. I don't understand that, but
No,
I'm talking about
okay,
I did
give
it,
us
but
your
I didn't
little-
feel like but I didn't feel like the job was getting over on me or stuff like that. I had a choice because at the end of the day, different states got different laws. Like actually, California can't work 7 days unless you're gonna get 7 days off.
Mm.
So if I work that many, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's but that's how the firefighters and the police work sometimes. That's how they get it. They get 7 days on, 7 days off.
Okay,
That's dope.
So
that is real dope.
but you know what I'm saying, their hours go from variance from like, say somebody don't come in, so you gotta work 12 hours, 12, 14 hours. That's why they do it. It's like you gotta be on the clock. Some people, something happened, you gotta stay on. I didn't feel like it was nothing wrong. My thing is, who was complaining about it? It's like the media's complaining about it.
No, the devs complain, son.
What devs complain?
Those devs that complained.
No, they do. I'm gonna give you the mathematics when you finish.
They complained after the fact.
Yeah, but my thing is, okay, was you forced to do it?
Yes.
It was implied.
Right.
No, it was forced.
Well, it's implied. So it's not.
It was implied forcefully. Then
You can quit.
You got a choice to walk out the door. So you sit your ass here. You work or you die. So they weren't forced.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. I worked 14 hours in one day, right? Did I really work the full 14? I sat on my ass for 4 because I couldn't get my equipment up.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying? I don't believe, hang on, but I don't believe, you forget what they're doing. They're not really doing manual labor. You know what I'm saying? I know they think about it, their work environment is just as good as my work environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that shit be worse, man. That's one of the worst. I mean, it's a good job to have, but I think that's the worst. Man, you sitting in one spot stuck typing on the key.
No, you ain't saying you stuck. No, put this way. Sometimes it's okay, Chuck. I'm gonna keep it real. Sometimes when I work from home, right, I have a problem. Sometimes I gotta walk away from the problem, and then it might be something that's simple, but it might take 2 or 3 hours to do it.
You think they can walk away like that?
Yeah, they can walk away. Trust me, they're not living.
They're
working. They're working in environments is way better than the 80% of the world.
Not every company, and I'm going to sum this up. We're going to take it back 10 years ago. 10 years ago, there was a system set up for the developers. They would program 11 months out the year, right? Their games come out, the holiday season pop. Everybody buy their games from September to basically November. Games don't really come out in December unless they miss their date and they squeeze them before Christmas. December to like January and February was the developers' vacation time. This is a fact. With the new schedules, they don't have a union. With the new schedules, they're squeezing these guys. Like, say a game like, I'm gonna give you an example. Halo Master Chief Collection. Now, one thing about Microsoft, they praise the employee. You cannot be a disrespectful supervisor. You cannot be a tyrant. Everything is about the employee. They made those dudes work around the clock to get Halo, the Master Chief Collection to work properly, and they still didn't get it done for how many years? How many years was that, K-Mega?
About 2 years.
And they never had a vacation.
They rushed it. They rushed it out.
Right.
And yeah, they.
So what I'm saying is, with these new online games, I'm going to name another company, 2K, broken in September. When it drops every September, these dudes miss their vacation. They don't get no bonuses. They're working around the clock to get these servers, to get these fixes, to get these patches done. Okay? They have broke the pattern that's been around for at least 20 years with a developer. DICE, Battlefield 4 was not prepared to come out. Them dudes didn't get a vacation. Remember, I told you this last week. That beef didn't start with Star Wars Battlefront. It started with Battlefield 4. They are treating these dudes like slave labor. That's
they don't get paid like slave labor.
Wait, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me 100. What I'm telling you is, it's the work environment. I average about 175 to 198 hours in 2 weeks.
That's because you chose to.
Wait.
You want to go down.
I want a lot of money.
The moonlight.
I want good money. What I'm saying is,
but you choose to do it.
Right.
I bet you. They don't think about it by their laws. I guarantee. If they decide they want to go home, they can go home.
No, but listen to what I'm telling you. No, they're not. They're being pressured. They're being pressured This is what I'm telling you. The history of I gave you the history how it used to be. It is no longer like that, especially with all these patches, all these fixes. Games are built with hooks. Hooks is how you add content, how you add patches, how you add customization to the game, how you change the menus. They're called hooks. They're making these people work around the clock. Now, you don't have to do anything, but you might not be employed next week. So they do it.
That's wrongful termination.
But
They ain't gotta fire you for that. They can
That's
start.
wrongful termination.
You got too much California. You got too much of that California.
What I'm telling you is,
so where's what you call it at? Where what you call it at? Because where's
what
what
I
you call
said.
it at? Where's the people that made Red Dead? Where they at?
Hold on, what? And they have that problem.
No, where they at?
But listen to what I'm telling you.
Where are they at? The people that made Red Dead. Where are they at?
Online right now.
No,
Remember,
I said where?
Hold on. Let's drop some history for your ass. Rockstar had that problem.
Where is Rockstar located? Where Rockstar located at?
What is it? Santa Monica Valley?
Santa Monica. What's Santa Monica? I ain't never heard about no Santa Monica Valley. Santa Monica, California.
I mean, that's Santa Monica Valley.
If they in California, you ain't got to do nothing. You're not allowed to do 7 days. And nothing. You ain't allowed to do nothing. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
But you don't have to be employed.
You can't be forced. If you can, that's why I say if they located in California, California has one of the strictest laws in the world for employment.
I get that.
You got OSHA, you got all that. So if if you even feel like you're threatened, if you brush into a woman's behind, you can get sexual harassment, and you might be going to go.
I work in the same type of environment, but what I'm saying is
you can't. But they was not forced. They saw the money. See, they want to act like they've been. To me, if they act like they're being a victim, they wasn't a victim. To me, they saw that cash.
At Dice, they was a victim. They've been a victim.
But Dice is where?
I told Knuckles last week. Hold on. That's why I told Knuckles last week. It's not about Battlefront. This been started. They've been talking about. It's like they're working for checks, but it's more like slave labor.
But how is slave labor? That is somebody tell me if you don't work 12 hours tomorrow, we're gonna fire you. My schedule is from what?
No. Hey, Bond, it's more like this here. You can be like, no, man, I ain't working the day here. I got this day off. You be like, okay, cool, you got this day off. The next day you come to work, he might be say, why are you bringing coffee to your table? You know y'all not supposed to drink up here. Like I drink every day. And,
you know, looking at a straight line. Thank you, thank you, Triple. Thank you.
That's at anything. But the thing about it is, if they let you go, that's wrongful termination.
Okay, no matter what you're talking about, if this was the situation, what you saying, why the hell these developers are crying?
Because they crying because they want some type of man. Who don't want no line life right now? Come on,
son. You think that's
who don't want no? Who wants some line life right now? All of a sudden, you could have said this 6 months ago. Why were you saying it when the game finna come out?
Okay, so
check it out. This a year ago.
Well, hold on. It's not so much the employees themselves; it was their spouses, because there was the spouses that was just saying, look, they were saying that look, it was it was mandatory that they had to work 12 hours a day, including Saturdays, and you know what I'm saying, and so basically that it was, you know what I'm saying, and so that's what kind of caused this outrage, because if since 100 is knowing about the laws out there in California, then that's what made people go into an uproar saying, look, that's not how the laws work in Cali. But these people didn't really come out, and then so they were kind of forced to kind of go with it because their spouses was the ones that really kind of started this whole thing.
Which means what, K-Mega? If you in a serious relationship or have a family and you married, is that acceptable?
Look, man. That's
no.
Wait. This is the whole thing. That's why I've been keeping quiet, so I'll let y'all talk so I can make my point.
Yeah, because my wife ain't having that. I'm sorry.
All right. So 108. So 108.
Okay, ain't got a choice.
Yeah, 108. I'm an NBA player. Sometimes I go away for two weeks straight.
NBA life ain't normal. NBA life is not a normal life. You got to talk about a normal job.
When you marry me, you know what I do.
No, but you got to talk about a normal, everyday 9-to-5 job. NBA life is completely different from every day.
A developer don't work an everyday 9-to-5. I heard the developer take their work home. with them. Got access to the server.
My wife is an accountant. She brings her wife home, but she bring that ass home too.
You ain't even up half the time.
All right,
So
but
you
hold on.
got
Okay,
your
gentlemen. All right, but listen to this, because this is the whole main. This is a valid conversation, but this is also one of the reasons why I wanted to have this talk, because of what this guy was saying, and I think this is what it's all boiled down to right here. He's like, learning about the workplace conditions makes me, for one, uncomfortable to be a fan of these games, but at the same time, I want to continue to support the work of individuals affected by the darker side of game development. What can we do to save the solidarity of these people while also opposing the practices they work under? You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable, but they're working. And the fact of it is that something that we didn't talk about, that I didn't even think about until now, is that Red Dead is looking to sell 6 to 8 million copies this weekend alone. So obviously, people ain't really paying attention to the workload, even though we know that people are saying that they're going to boycott the game and they feel bad for these workers working. But obviously, we see that their hard work is paying off, because they're in the talk of some of the highest scores and ratings that we've ever seen, with games in the top 10, in the top 5 of all-time rated games. So, I mean, what are we saying here? Like, I mean, their work is paid off, right?
But that's a specific situation. That's not a general situation.
Okay,
right?
I'm just
right.
saying.
Right,
I mean,
what we're talking about is an exceptional situation.
These guys get paid way more than we do. Facts.
I guess.
And they on the clock.
No, they do.
And
they
they
get
on the
paid
clock.
way more than we do.
Yeah,
man.
and they on
you
the clock.
working at Rockstar, you getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I know indie developers that drive fucking Corvettes. You know what I'm saying? 2019s.
I could afford a Corvette.
Yeah, I mean, I could afford one too. I'm not paying fucking payments. I'm not buying.
If you said a Bentley,
cash. I said small indie guys.
No, true.
Yeah, small indie guys. Some small. There's some indie guys that's driving worse cars than I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's really struggling. But some that has a game that did well, they're driving some new shit. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get some new shit, I got to pay payments on it. I can drop a down payment on it, but I got to pay payments on it. So so these people get paid. So that's the question that I ask, is like, is it what, you know what I'm saying? What is the catch-22 is? Do we get into an uproar about these people working these serious hours, or do we just praise them by buying their games and letting them get paid for it?
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. If you care about a game, that's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, Mega, let's kill the whole subject. Let's kill the whole subject. Unionize. Let them unionize each other.
They don't have no union.
They can nail. I say, go get one. Make one up.
They probably get killed. They probably get killed. Yeah. That's
right
the thing.
Now, FedEx has a union, and they can't get a union, and that's FedEx.
Yeah, and then what? Red Dead ain't going to be coming for 15 years. You see what I'm saying? So because you'll have people that'll be like, and then what will happen? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Look, and I love the union. You know what I'm saying? My state is a complete jackass for trying to destroy unions in my state. But the fact of it is that you do have lazy ass union workers that will try to step away, and then they have to go pull other people to take to work for them, because and that was exactly what would happen in the gaming industry. If that, you know, like, look, okay, you don't want to work, then we really push it. We have a deadline. We got a publisher that's saying that we have to have this game by this time, so you have to push it. And if somebody's under a union or just under any of these regulations say we don't want to do it, then what are they supposed to do? I mean, everybody has a boss. 100. Everybody has a boss. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, this is what it is for me. And Chuck, and I don't know so much about Lemon, but I know he works a lot of hours. But I know for me, look, 12 hours ain't shit.
That's a regular day.
That's a regular day.
Regular day.
You know what I'm saying? When they talk about 17 hours a day, then that's when you over here like, oh shit, they busting.
Hey, say Megan, don't you got to be at work at 3 too, huh?
Oh, I got to be at work. I don't have a mandatory. They just tell me when I have to come to work, and then I go home when we're done. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
I know about that part.
Yeah, yeah. Like they didn't call me and say you got to be at work at midnight. All right,
I'm never going to complain about my job. I love my job.
We do
a great opportunity for me and my family. I'm a 6-figure guy, high 6 figures, mid-level 6 figures. But you know, I have a union. They can't force me to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of guidelines and laws. But these developers, that's a private market, man. My wife in the private market, she always complaining. She makes great money. But when you're in the private market, it's like a dictatorship. They change laws as they change laws as they go. So, and them developers in the same situation. They don't have a union.
Yeah. So,
you know, so when shit get tight, y'all ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's why I love when the federal government said y'all can't work over 75, 80 hours
with a CDL
a week. You know what I'm saying? You can't work over. Yeah, thank you, federal government, because look, with the right to work laws we got here,
they can't do shit.
Yeah, but Megan, I got this question too. What if a person did this? Like I get asked sometimes is, hey, I'm scheduled to work this, and they know I own my own business. They'll ask, like, can you do this?
But you're not in the field, man. We CDL drivers. It's a different ballgame.
Right, it's a whole different ballgame. It's a federal job. Yeah, federal law trumps anything the state does. That's why you have those weed laws and shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can, you know, there's states that has these weed laws, but if they go out of just jurisdiction, then their ass is lit up by the federal government. And even if they do something illegal, if they really want to go after them, it's a federal law to carry marijuana.
Look, me and Infamous
is saying it's crazy.
Actually, now is like Nevada. Nevada was real tight on marijuana. I'm talking when I say tight, they was real tight on marijuana. Now they're honoring California. If that's what they tell you,
a Commonwealth state.
If they say that's what I think it's a bill that's trying to go by. I don't know, Megan, you watch the news. Yeah. It's a bill. If your state, what you are, allow you to do marijuana, they should allow you. Another state should allow because you're just a visitor.
Right. But that's where voting comes in. If you really want that type of, because I'm all for people smoking weed. I don't care. I don't smoke weed. I can't because this is the thing with me, Lemon, and with Chuck. Even if the law, because there are limited weed laws here in Oklahoma, which kind of fucked us up, but it happened, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because I think everybody should have, you know, if they want to partake into the herbage, let them do it. But because it's a federal law that CDL drivers cannot smoke weed, then we can. And so I'm still not going to do it.
I had this conversation. I'm not into smoking
federal
weed.
Law trumps anything statewide.
But it's like if they cleared a law in New York to smoke weed. I told everybody that works for the city that we're going to be excluded from that. You can act like you're not, but they're not going to allow police, correction officers, fire department, MTA to do that. Or sanitation. They're not going to give that to us. That's going to be for the public.
Y'all say that, okay, my cousin works for the school board, right? Who does air and conditioning heat, right? Now, on the job, he ain't allowed to do it. But if
it's legal in California, though. Y'all don't.
No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't matter because it's up to your job. Like I can drink on my job, as long as I don't come in drunk. You can't do that on too many jobs. It's up to the job.
Right.
So he works around kids, and I don't work around kids. I work around adults. So he works around kids. So he's not on. So if he was on break and he decides to blaze up, no, that's a different thing. But if he was at home and something like that, and say. Well, he was at home or something. That's some of a different story.
That's where that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's where there's those red lines. Anyway, we went way off topic. We're talking about weed, but I'm talking about just game. You know what I'm saying? The gaming situation with the devs. Look, I look at it from this standpoint. I think that if the devs it's not like it's a you know, some kind of workshop to where if they leave, that their families are going to get killed. You know what I'm saying? So they can choose to leave if they want to. Obviously, there's a reason for them not to live because they reap the benefits of the money once that game is complete. Or even I think they might get paid a salary. I have no idea how devs get paid. All I know is that they get paid. And if you work at Rockstar, you're making money. You know what I'm saying? Because not only that you're talented enough to work at Rockstar, but you're making some of the hottest games, and those people reap those rewards. So they can walk away and leave if they want to. So I think the petition, me personally, I think it's, I feel bad for anybody that has to work a lot of hours and stay away from their family, especially if they have young kids, shit like that. I totally understand that. I know that. I had to deal with it. But it's also, you got to make a living, and your life isn't as, what I'm saying? And trust me, you're not doing full physical labor. You're grinding. I know it's stressful, but you could be doing a hell of a lot worse. You could be shoveling shit. You could be doing anything fucking else that you don't want to do that you would probably quit. So if you haven't quit, that means it's not that bad for you. That's my whole point on it.
Where is the Don right now?
I would love to hear the Don coming here. Don, you know what I'm saying? Don, I think it's Don's last week on next podcast before he goes to Europe. So, you know what I'm saying? Because he's doing his dev thing. Big shout out to Don. You know what I'm saying? He'll be popping up every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? We'll be doing the dev and the gamer every blue moon. And he'll be popping on next every blue moon. But yeah, he got him a nice dev job working out there, and he's going to Europe. And I think that the rumor is that he's going to be doing some stuff for this one particular company, and because it's you know what I'm saying.
Classified.
Yeah, I think it is. But you know what? If it is what I think it is, hashtag save lock, baby. It's all good, man. This is what we do. Anyway, before we get out of here, I want to call out our winner for the Red Dead.
Let's go, K-Mega.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Camera on, camera off. You know what I'm saying? Does it really matter? I mean, there's only a couple of our Patreons in here, but hey, let's go ahead and do it.
They'll watch it later.
Okay. All right. So anyway, well, shit, I just gifted to him, so it ain't no big deal. So all right, let me go ahead and let me hit it. Let's see who our winner's gonna be. Can I get some drums? Drums? No drums? Thank you. I was like, damn. Hold on, wait.
Man, this worse than playing Never Made Friday.
Hold on, man. I can't believe this shit, bro. I can't believe this. Here we go. I cannot believe this.
I'm out of breath and everything.
Y'all see this trash? You see who won this trash?
Who won it, K-Mega?
The biggest bum out of bums. Let me hit this again. Look who won this shit, man. Will Cookie Bailey. Get the fuck out of here.
Congratulations, homie. Let's go.
Oh my God!
Thank you for supporting my light-skinned brethren.
He's a
K-Mega,
jerk.
Hey, come
a.k.a.
get that.
He's a jerk. He shouldn't win shit. This should have been Jazzy New.
Baka, I'm not beatboxing.
Hey, that's how you know it's fair and square, though, okay, Mega.
So Will Bailey, man, congratulations on winning Red Dead, bro. Congratulations on winning Red Dead, man. I don't want to get that. I don't want to get that bum no game. You don't support the Patreon like everybody else do, man. He's a bum. I don't care. No, big shout out to Will Bailey, man. He's cool, man. That's a lifelong friend, man. Like you said, he supports the Patreon. He don't even listen to us like that. That's crazy. Anyway, so
he might not even know he won.
He don't. He'll just sit there and he'll go and like, who won on that game? Who won that game? They'll hit me up in the tomorrow. He ain't even listen to us. He was at the old ass sleep. Anyway, well, congratulations. It's all good. So anyway, I don't know. What game should we do for next month?
Soul Calibur and the Soul Still.
I guess Soul Calibur last week.
Well, somebody else could win it. God damn it!
No, we got to do another game for that's coming out next month.
Pac-Man.
Battlefield.
I would love Pac-Man. That's cheap.
Hey, Battlefield.
Battlefield. That sounds like a winner. We'll sit there and we'll do Battlefield for next month. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Go ahead and join the Patreon whenever you want to. But yes, let's go ahead and do our shout outs.
You want to win games, got to join that Patreon. Support my light-skinned brethren.
Yes. You got to join the Patreon. Support us because we give you some hot games, man. No doubt about it. So yeah, congratulations to Will Bailey, man, for going ahead and winning that Red Dead 2, man. He's gonna like that. That's right up his alley. I swear, this dude, he's a real one when it comes to that. What is that game? He got hooked off of Skyrim, but he plays that online. Not Skyrim, but the one that the Elder Scrolls. Dude, yeah. He's like a mega super orc. Like he plays it damn near every day, bro. He's been playing it since day one.
Well, that's righteous because
he's a monster.
I would hard Elder Scrolls people stop playing that game. That's the problem.
Yeah. So somebody said Sinner. You know what? Sinner would be a good little game just to throw. I might just throw that out there for a game. You know what? Yeah, let's do next couple of weeks. Let's do Sinner before the month is over. Maybe on Halloween, whenever. Hold on, let me look and see when next Friday. When the last Friday of the month.
Next Friday is the 2nd.
Next Friday is the 2nd?
Yes, sir. November 2nd.
Okay. About it. Yeah, you know what? Let's throw Sinner in there. We'll give somebody Sinner. You know what I'm saying? We'll just throw that to anybody that's listening, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll just sit there and do
you gotta get the people that support.
Yeah. We'll put Sinner out there for anybody out there that's for next week. So we'll just go ahead and we'll do that.
Dropping that or something like that.
Yeah, we'll do a trivia thing or something. Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll support the people, the listeners out there. But join the Patreon for real. So good job on that. You know what I'm saying? So winning Red Dead, congratulations. Anyway, let's go ahead and do our sign outs. Get the hell out of here. Delilah already got her Jonesing for for Red Dead. So we're gonna start off with Live Wire, man. Where can they find you at, bro?
SeaWorld.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you know what? let me find it. I ain't even. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let's see. Well, Livewire, what up? You can find me at Livewire's Gaming.
I don't really give a fuck. You already know.
You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about some ponies.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about that, that Black Panther being the Xbox One X exclusive.
Now we got Ant-Man too.
Arguing out there with them ponies, you know what I'm saying? Got my hours, you know what I'm saying? Like to give a shout out to my Persona haters out there. Got my Persona jacket. And you can catch me out there doing intros and lighting them up. You know what I'm saying? I might bring them puppets back for you ponies. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Thank you, Live. I appreciate it, man. Good shit. All right. So, 100, where can they find you? Where can they find you at 100?
I don't know. I don't want to be found no more. I don't want to be found no more. I don't want to get exit on the web.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, y'all can find me on
you don't want to get banned.
Yeah, I gotta watch. You see, I gotta talk in third person now. That's me. I gotta read my own shit.
Maybe you should do like the suckers do and make soccer counts. Oh, I said that out loud.
Yeah. Check out the Direct Deck show. Check out the Direct Deck show around like 6:30 Sunday with Triple Cup Chuck. He's up and the rest of the crew. You know what I'm saying? And we just get raw. We don't talk about nothing. Now we gonna talk about it just free for all. Just like what we do on Xbox. So somebody, that's how we do it.
Pretty much same thing we did for the last hour on this show here.
Pretty much.
You just get it live and then cut.
Get live. All right. Triple Cup Chuck, where can they find you at, brother?
Man, you're gonna find me right there with 100 doing the same crazy thing. We just gonna be talking, running it, and on the DirectX round table hotline. Minus the fraud, whatever y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Whatever name we want to call it. Whatever we gonna be there, and you can find me on Oh, he waking up? Oh, yeah. You can find me on the Heroic Vibration podcast on Wednesdays. Man, in the spirit of Red Dead, because tomorrow I'm gonna be on there because I know that game take forever to download. And y'all, I got it, as I'm going on.
You're gonna be broke. Red Dead. Be broke next week. You ain't eating no lunch. You ain't eating no lunch. I'm
diving straight into Red Dead. So soon as it's
real diamond right there.
Boom. Hey, but so know what I'm gonna do? I got this gun. I might give away. It's like one of them old school guns. Yeah, but something you hang up.
Oh, okay.
So come check out the channel. I might just say, here you go, I got it now. What's out? I'm gonna do it like that. Straight.
Cool. Yeah.
Like that. Facts.
Yeah. Now, when you start pawning shit to buy games, that's when it's too too far. That's when you're having a true addiction. 100. That's when you have a true addiction. When you pawn shit, you know what I'm saying? Or you over there,
you sell your own blood.
Yeah, or you selling blood to buy games. That's when you have an addiction.
Or you be like on Menace to Society.
Yeah,
you be like that dude in Blade
hey,
2.
man, for this
If you bring
cheeseburger,
blood in the jar, they pay extra.
hey, for that Spider-Man, for that Spider-Man, man, I got you, man. I'll even, oh, bruh.
A little bit of that God of War.
Yeah, that little God of War. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for that penis demon. Nah, bro.
Penis
demon. Hell no. 108 Dragons, where can they find you at, bro?
They can find me at 108 Dragons TV on YouTube, Twitter, Mixer, Twitch, Instagram. You know your boy here. I got a giveaway. PlayStation 1 Classic. Holiday season, you already know, but you got to be a subscriber to be entered to win, baby. You already know. Small channel doing big things. Support my panel because we love what we do. Facts.
Yes, facts. And all right, that's it. I think I'm saying this is your boy K Mega 405, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with us as always. This show is not nothing without you, and you know what I'm saying. Thank you for the support as always. And like I always say, right? You know, it's Friday night. If you ain't gaming, then you better have your ass in bed if you got to go to work. And if you ain't got that doing, you already know. So, gentlemen, what is it that these people need to be doing if they ain't got these other two things popping off?
Dance off, dance off.
That's right. And if you ain't got no dame, you better take your ass to the club, go find some.
Hey, yo, be like Cramp Game and dance out with mayonnaise rubbed on your belly.
Oh, you know what? I'm out.
See, we go left. We go left. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.